person. Mom sitting me down and going, listen, if the musicians at your friend's dinner offer you anything to take or a medicine or anything like that, just say no thank you and just walk away politely, okay? Because she was worried that because that one Gib had died of a drug overdose, that the Gibbs...
They're going to be slipping it to everybody at the party.
Yeah, they were going to show up.
Their drugs to
They were going to show up to a dinner and slip it to the children at the dinner.
I'd be better safe than sorry.
Right. And so that's the same lady that facilitated me getting the downward spiral in an Easter basket, you know?
It's funny, your mom had the same conversation with you the first time you went out with Matt and Nicole.
That's true. That's true. If they offer you anything,
You say no.
just say no. Just say no. And I don't know. They said it was not just say.
Trust me.
No. Yeah. This. I mean, you want to hear a downward spiral? That's something. That's one you don't want to go on.
That's great. I have a funny memory of my parents just got divorced, so my mom had that upset and overcompensating and trying to go above and beyond. So we went on a trip, and then I wanted NWA's "Ends for Life" record.
Right, and there's no other way to describe. But you wouldn't have even said. Would you have said the whole word when you were
At
back
that
then?
time?
I think it was a little okay because they would say it on MTV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a different.
And Tabitha Soren said it on MTV, and they scrubbed it from the internet. You
I
can't
know.
find it. It's true.
I know.
But I was so excited because I love Straight Outta Compton. I was like, oh, Ends for Life. I
Right.
can't wait to hear this one. And then so we were in the car and I put it in, and the song's like "Find 'em, fuck 'em, and flee." And my mom is, she doesn't want to be a bad mom because she's guilty of the divorce.
Yeah, of course. And also, God forbid, you go to your dad and go, "Mom won't let me listen to this," and then your dad is like, "Oh, that figures. Here, I'll let you listen to it." You know what I mean?
Well, my dad was actually more. He would hide. He would take away my Guns N' Roses and Metallica record, so he was even worse.
Right.
So mom wanted to be the cool mom.
The cool mom.
Yeah.
And so she's just sitting there white knuckling on the steering wheel with the veins popping in her neck, going,
I can't believe they're saying this. I can't believe they're saying. I'm just like, oh, this is great.
"This is great." And she's saying, "I can't believe they're saying this," almost trying to relate to you, hoping that you're like, "Oh, yeah, this is really outrageous. We should turn it off." But you're like, "Me neither. How amazing is it?"
Yeah. And I don't even know what it means. I don't know what any of this means.
Of course not. Of course not. It's whatever it is. It's 1990. You don't know? You haven't been in any sociology classes?
No.
You don't know the history of this country?
I just know the beat bangs. This is great.
Right. And they're saying dangerous stuff
F words.
when we love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but so then my sister would go and tell my parents, "You know what they say on that album?" And they would take it right away, right out of the Easter basket.
You didn't get a chance to listen to it.
Not until later. I mean, I'd seen the video, obviously. But no, I didn't get the album back until later.
But they don't say the bad words on the video.
I know.
You wanted the bad words.
It's better with the bad
Of course,
words.
it's 100% better.
I mean, I want to... You like an animal. It's like, oh, okay.
What? Squeeze you?
Right. I don't know what that... I don't know. But then when you hear it, you're like, oh, my
Oh.
God. Oh, my goodness.
I want to feel you from the inside.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
It's so literal and vulgar. I can't believe that. Yeah. That's when you really start clutching your pearls. No, you know what
I get it.
what parents taking away from children?
I understand because the 90s, I feel like that was the first era of this, outwardly vulgar.
Yeah, when it's like, no, we're going to level 10. It's like you'd gone to about level 6 before.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're just going to go as far as you could possibly go. You're like, what? What? And all I can't imagine. All the adults just trying to catch up. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, Tipper Gore.
Yeah, Tipper was onto something. Because they go, well, it can't possibly be every single album. Every album has parental advisory. They can't all be bad. And it's like, no, they're all bad.
That's how you knew it was cool.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
If you put out an album with no parental advisory on it,
Get that bullshit
I don't
out
want
of
it.
here.
I don't want it.
There's nothing on here I want to listen to.
That's right. Not one song on here.
Okay, Elton John.
Right. That's right. And you would say, I mean, listen, if you put out an album that had no parental advisory label on it, you would call that artist a word that you would never say now.
You probably use the word chode.
You could say chode. You would say, yeah.
Probably
compare him to
preceded
the,
by
the
another word.
Ayatollah's son.
That's right. Which, but the president would think that was funny. Yeah. 100% right. No, I remember my sister. I don't know what she was thinking.
You ever bring this up?
Yes. She knows what she did. This was, unforgivable. Wait till you hear this.
Probably has to do with wrestling.
No. It's worse.
Worse.
For the era, for the time.
Okay.
This is worse in the sense that you'll all feel the pain.
Okay. All right.
I found a cartoon on MTV called Beavis and Butthead. And I was like, holy shit. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe it. I'm watching this Beavis and Butthead show, and my mind is blown. I go, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Oh, my brother in the room. He was 2 years younger than me. I'm like, you guys see this? He's like, this is incredible. It's just on TV. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Beavis and Butthead are just saying and doing things that you would never. This is unbelievable. I said, we got to call our sister in here.
Oh no.
I said, we both agree. Yes, as siblings, the three of us should enjoy this.
That's the next move.
Yes. And we all three watched it. And my brother will vouch for this because he remembers too. He was even younger than me, and we remember. We remember what she said. Mom and Dad, we got to show them this. My brother and me, we were like, what? My sister said, no, we got to show them. They're going to think this is so funny. We were like, they're going to do what? And she goes, trust me. They're going to think this is hilarious. We go, I don't think they are. She goes, I think they are. Okay. She called them upstairs. Mom, Dad, you got to look at this show. They came up and watched Beavis and
That
Butthead.
Sam's watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think she really thought that, or was she trying to sabotage?
It sounds like she was.
She never has claimed sabotage, but there's no, I mean.
There's no way.
When she first watched it, was she actually interested? Did she find it funny, or was she playing
she
along
found
with it?
Oh, no, she found it funny.
She knew what she was doing.
You know
'Cause
why?
She was old enough to watch.
You bet you know who's made that rule? My parents, who, as it turns out, did not find the show funny. That wasn't their humor at all. It was about farts and private parts and things like that. They had a whole episode. Remember that whole episode about Morning Wood? That was a classic. I didn't even know what Morning Wood was at that point. I had to go,
Where you got your sex ed lesson.
Beavis and Butthead. Then you go to school, you start talking about Morning Wood. I mean, imagine the teachers. Like, you don't even know what that is. I'm saying, like, talking about Morning Wood, telling them to suck it.
TB for your
Your
bunghole.
bunghole.
TV for my bunghole. They
You knew
watched
not to wear a winger shirt, though.
No. Well, I did after what my sister did, because then my parents were like, no, you guys can never watch this show. You're banned from watching this show. We said, what about our sister? They go, she's old enough to handle it. And then my sister just looks at us and she goes, yeah, I don't know. I thought they would like it. I don't know about, oh, well. And we're like, oh, well. We just found this amazing thing that's now been taken away from us, and you get to enjoy it.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, well. It was terrible. It was terrible. We never forgave it.
It's not like you can go online and watch it.
No, it's gone now.
It's just like,
Oh, even back then?
yeah.
No, you'd have to wait.
If it's not on TV, you're not watching it.
You'd have to wait until your parents somehow, like, went on a date night or something. No, 90s parents weren't going on date nights. They all hated each other. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, that wasn't a thing. Like, this idea of, like, oh, let's show our kids affection. I've never met one kid who grew up when we grew up that were like, yeah, my parents were affectionate and loving with each other. That was not a thing generationally. It did not happen.
No, it really wasn't.
I mean, to our parents' credit, they were like, well, we're not beating you. We were beaten.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that we're not beating you and you have a roof over your head, like, we're 10 levels above what we got, which is true. They were. Yeah. My parents were like, literally, both were like, oh, yeah, I remember when I had to go and pick my own Switch and get beaten with a Switch for the slightest thing. We're just telling you can't watch Beavis and Butthead. I feel like that's okay. It's like, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. Now, you develop empathy. You're like, okay, you had your own journey to go on. But, like, they're not going out. So you would just have to wait until somehow, and it's like you might have 2 a year where you'd have a babysitter or your sister watching you or something when you could finally sneak an episode of Beavis and Butthead.
Or you go to a cool friend's house.
Oh, that was the best. That was the best. But if it was a really cool friend, they had a free cable box and you'd watch the Playboy channel.
That's right.
Would you do that?
Yeah, I had the cable box.
You did? You
Troy
were,
was the cool
of course he was.
Yeah.
Of course Troy was the cool
In your
friend.
room, right?
Yeah, it was
Right.
in my bedroom.
Oh my God, Troy's the cool friend with divorced parents.
Yeah.
That's all, you were the
Wow.
gold mine. That's what everybody needed.
Yeah.
I mean, you were unfortunately raised without support and foundation, but
Actually the opposite of.
the opposite of any sort of foundation.
Love
No love.
completely void of any love.
Right. And just now as an adult walking through life thinking that at any moment the bottom's going to fall out because you were raised without a strong foundation.
That's a good, yep.
But
I did have the cable box.
you had the illegal cable box with the Playboy channel.
Yeah.
So that's where you wanted to go after school, is the point.
Yeah.
So
But-
it's like you can't have it all.
No, you can't. And
You
it's
can't.
like some people are like, well, I had loving parents, but you didn't have a cable box.
Right. And from my opinion, it's like it might have taken you 25 years.
25.
It might have taken you 30 years.
I forgot how old he is.
It might have taken you 35 years.
There we go.
But you've gotten to a fairly healthy place.
Sure.
I'll never get the cable box.
No, you're right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like you can't, no matter how much work I do on myself, I'll never be the kid that had the cable box. You were. That's cool.
It was cool, but then you have a friend like Penis and Menu Matt who would take terrible advantage of the situation.
You what? Not penis and menu, Matt.
Oh, I got a story if you want. If you want it.
Okay.
We have time?
Well, all right.
So I had the cable box in my room. So I would my
By the way, right there, the fact that like I'm in a household where I can't watch Beavis and Butthead, and your parents are going, I don't see a problem with putting an illegal
No.
cable box in Troy's room.
they didn't know that
How do they not know?
because my dad had a hookup at the cable company and he got the box and then he got a new box. So he's like, oh, since you have cable downstairs in your room, just take the old box.
He didn't realize there was an
He
illegal.
didn't scroll up enough to see what the channels
Oh
were.
my God, he didn't know he had the Spice Channel?
Bro, it was like discovering gold. Like you just can't believe it. You're like,
You
oh
can-
my God, it's coming in crystal clear.
Right, you're like, oh, if you put on channel 99, it's all scrambled, but you can still see a nipple every now and then. You're like, these nipples are, I've never seen anything.
I can't believe this.
This is like finding high definition television. That's the box.
exactly what it looked like.
That's the box. Because you don't understand. Everybody is so spoiled now. The idea of access to free pornography. I mean, this is something no one had. The work that had to be done.
This was as good as gold.
I'd say better. You could get gold. You could not get free pornography.
Especially in your,
As an
going
adolescent?
going through puberty,
Forget it.
having access to this.
I'm honestly surprised you ever left your room.
It was tough.
I'll bet.
Tough.
I'll bet.
So I would go up. My parents would call me up to have dinner. So Penis and Menu Matt would stay down.
I'm busy. I'm busy.
And I would ask him. I go, Matt, please don't jerk off. Please.
Wait, so you leave Matt alone in your room while you went downstairs to have dinner?
I'd be like, I'd ask.
Wait, he didn't join you for dinner?
No, because they would because he would be hanging out. We'd be out skating or something, and they wouldn't make dinner for him. Like, so there wouldn't be enough for him. So, and he didn't care. He's like, whatever.
I mean, it does feel a little like, I don't know, but I guess different strokes. Well, I don't want to say strokes, but I get like, no, if I had a friend that was just around, my parents would probably have made
Your parents know he was at your house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because then we'd go back out after I eat. Go back on skate or something.
dinner. Right. Okay. I mean, no sit down dinner with the family.
No, I would. He would. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he'd eat with his family later or something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what the deal is.
So you'd tell him.
I'd be sincere with him. I'd be sincere. I'd open my heart
For
with him.
real, man.
I'd be like, dude, please do me a favor. Please don't jerk off in my room. Please.
What would he say?
No problem, dude.
You got it. Okay.
So we had a couch. We had the old couch in the living room. I had my whole my room was the basement. It was.
Oh
completely
my
different.
God! They
Troy
gave
was
you.
the coolest.
You were the coolest kid in the world.
Yeah.
They gave you a basement room with an illegal cable box and a couch.
Couch.
They didn't know. They had no idea what they were doing.
You had
Did
a couch and a bed?
Yeah, and the other room was my bed.
they? You had a suite.
Yeah,
With
it was
free
like, it was
porn?
the whole basement.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
Did you
finished
have a
basement.
bathroom
Yeah.
down there too? Like,
We didn't have a bathroom.
Okay.
I would
I
just
mean-
pee in the sink in the other room.
You would.
Yeah.
You can just go upstairs.
No, save the trip.
That's right. That's
no,
right.
I get it.
That's right. He wasn't as conscious back then about getting his steps in because he didn't have his aura ring. Right?
That's right.
You didn't have the data, so it's like, what are you gonna count? Are you doing one of those jots like on prison walls, making sure you get all your steps? No, who knows?
Just pee in the sink.
Yeah.
So you pee in the sink.
Yeah. So I come back downstairs and I'm like, did you jerk off? He goes, no.
Oh, good.
And I go, are you sure? He's like, no, I did.
He broke after one.
So I was like, where did you jizz?
That's a good question because you want to like.
Because he was just such an ass. He's like my best friend,
Right.
but he was just an asshole.
Right.
And so we had the couch. Remember on a couch you'd have like a, I don't know. It was like it sounded like a doily, but it was like a cover that you went over the
Yeah,
the
like
armrest
a
of it.
knit doily.
Oh
Almost.
yeah. It would come off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
Well, he jizzed in that and put it back on the couch.
In it.
He jizzed
No.
in it, and he put it right back on the couch.
Did he like fold it?
No, I don't know. He just put it.
No, it was almost like a glove for the arm
just
of the
like
couch.
the arm of the couch. It was just
Yeah.
like this sheath that went over the arm of a couch.
It fit the form, but
Yeah.
that meant it was also flush against the couch.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
means anything on the inside of it would.
I mean, like you'd have to have the couch like dry cleaned. You know what I mean? Like
At that point, yeah, the whole arm of the couch is ruined.
Well, he probably assumed you would never find it.
Yeah,
and
but
then
then
it
he
would
told
dry.
him.
he told me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what did he go like? Well, as long as Troy doesn't ask 2 questions, I'll get away
Yeah.
with this scot free.
I mean, the anger that this created inside me for this guy, and he's my best friend, and I love him.
But you specifically told him not to.
I told him not to.
He agreed with it, and then not only did it, but he ruined your couch with his semen
Yes.
and fluid.
So
And
did you make him clean it up?
No.
What?
No. Want to know what I did? This is bad.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I do. Yeah.
I do.
So I was going to punish him.
Good.
Oh no.
You have to, because here's the thing.
Oh no.
Danielle said, "Did you make him clean it? Is he really going to learn, or is he going to sit there? Because he might sit there the next time and go, listen, I will have to clean this later, but it's worth it. I'm going to do it."
Right,
I don't want to know what he did.
Because I wanted to make this hurt. I wanted to punish him, and I wanted to make it so he'll never forget this.
Good.
You did something to him.
Well, I started to, and then it didn't pan out the way I was hoping.
Well, that happens sometimes.
I decided
Yeah, it's okay.
to save my semen for a period of time. And I was going to pour it all over his bed.
That feels like, mentality-wise, not that much has changed. That feels like a very Troy thing to do.
That's not a crazy thing to think in the 90s.
That would, yeah, it was actually pretty standard in the 90s. Like, you would, if someone did something to you, you would immediately
I thought it was going to be worse.
concoct some kind of revenge plan.
Yeah.
Where did
That's
you
not
keep-
nuts.
Where did you? Wow, it's from his nuts.
That's a good point.
Where did you keep it?
Is it one of those like plastic soda bottles?
Oh, a 2-liter or 20 ounce?
Just whatever, like the little ones.
20 ounce.
So, but I probably should have refrigerated it.
Oof. It was just in the room.
It was just in the room, and it became very rank.
I could see where that would happen.
And I thought,
And did it start to congeal at all?
yeah, I mean, it was like you take the top off, and it was like, oh,
It was just a punishment for you.
yeah, it was. And then I decided, I was like, oh, you know what might help this? I'll pour some Drakkar in here,
Are you talking about the cologne, Drakkar Noir?
and it just made it even worse.
I would imagine it would. Drakkar Noir was not. It's not really like in hindsight, the classiest.
Well, at the time, it was cool.
No, I guess it's like yeah, that's right. It was the predecessor to Cool Water.
Yeah, that's right.
If you wanted to get laid,
I think CK, whatever the
CK1.
CK1 became between. Drakkar.
between, yeah. Yeah, well, for my graduating class, if you wanted to get laid, Cool Water was essential.
And
if you didn't spray Cool Water on yourself, I mean, you might as well just wear a T-shirt that announced you were a virgin.
Yeah.
That's how you got your wife.
With some Cool Water.
Yeah.
Some Cool Water and some smooth R&B. That's right. Yeah, so you spray Drakkar Noir in the bottle?
and
Because you didn't want to give up on your plan
No, I was determined
to get on his bed.
And I was like, I'm gonna save it for a month. So it's as much as I could possibly consume. Get into this bottle.
So you think because your thinking was the rate of your self-gratification, 30 days would be 20 ounces of semen.
Yeah, or whatever 30 days.
It's like that Sublime album.
Right, 30 ounces of semen. That's actually a pretty good album.
It was good.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I didn't make it. Unfortunately, it got found by somebody in my
Whom?
house. I don't know. Somebody found it and threw it away.
Oh, God.
And I was just like, you know what?
Did you guys have a cleaning lady?
Somebody threw it away.
Somebody's cleaning down there.
Did you guys have a cleaning lady?
No.
No? Okay.
But do you think maybe like
Did your dad do a lot of house cleaning?
No.
Okay. Did you have siblings?
No. I mean, I did, but they weren't there at the time.
So your mom found your semen?
Stepmother, probably.
Probably your stepmom.
Yeah.
That's tough. So she's like sitting there going like,
I don't know what this is.
I'm already married into this family. And that's, honestly, you know what that is? That's one of those things that you pick up the bottle, you don't know what it is, as you're holding it, you kind of figure out what it is, and then you convince yourself that you still don't know what it is, because that's not a reality that you want to cope with. I remember when we were in Chicago, we all got in a cab. It was like a show trip or whatever, and I got into the front seat, and there was a soda bottle on the front seat, and I picked it up to move it because we were all just moving quickly, and it was warm.
Oof.
And then I was like, oh my God, it's probably been sitting here for a while. And I just put it down. And then it occurred to me real quick, that's definitely that dude's piss. And then I stopped thinking about it and I'm going to go back to when I didn't know what it was. And I'm going to live in that I don't know what it is. I'm assuming that when your stepmom found your semen, similar scenario.
Semen bottle.
Semen bottle of semen.
I mean, there is a chance that she just saw it and just threw it away real quick.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
just tidying up. Like,
I mean, what did she think? They got moldy at the bottom?
I don't know. I don't. I just think she probably thought I was a lunatic to begin with. So
I would
this
have-
is just this is part of the lunacy.
Yeah.
Of
And then
dealing
she
with this
tried to wash the couch covers and couldn't get the one off.
thing. It was stuck.
It was stuck on there.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm still angry at him.
About the couch?
Yeah.
Well, because you can't even if what he left behind is on the underside of the couch cover, you can't rest your arm on it anymore.
No, and like sometimes it was where like like if you were laying
lay
on the
your
couch,
head.
you'd have your head.
Now you can't lay on that side of the couch. You have to lay on the other
I
side.
was so pissed.
You can't even put your feet up on it.
No, dude.
does he ever retell the story in a humorous fashion?
He remembers it. Yeah, I mean, it's that's just one of many with this guy.
But I mean, you're still mad at him.
yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
that's just
Does
one.
he still think it's funny?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it is still
Yeah,
funny.
of course it is. Yeah.
That's just one of many stories with somebody named Penis in Menu Matt. I never would have guessed that.
I mean, I have endless stories. I mean, he's like the only friend I had growing up that like I've gotten into like physical fights with.
Right. And then you were friends right after?
Right after.
Right.
Wait, are you still friends with him?
Yeah. I can
Oh,
call him
wow.
right now if you guys want to talk to him.
I mean, I think one day we should.
Yeah,
have
one.
him.
But I like him just being a legend right now.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? I like that we all have our own image, our own idea of who this person is. I
He's the
like that.
best.
I like that.
He's funny.
Does he like look back at this behavior and be like, "Wow, fuck," or is he kind of the same?
Oh, he's just
What type of work does he do now, without giving too much away? obviously?
he is he repairs like you go to a place and there's like a water fountain
I
inside
knew
of
it would
a
be a Votech type.
That's great.
job.
That's great.
like like
That's
outside of like
perfect.
a like a I don't know like a plaza or something.
Sure.
He repairs those water fountains.
That's fucking awesome.
He's down in North Carolina.
Hey, guess what? He doesn't have to worry about AI.
That's
no,
great.
yeah, yeah.
And he does it in North Carolina,
Yeah.
where the weather's beautiful.
Yep.
Oh,
Still can't find a girlfriend.
he can't.
No.
He's still searching for. Is he still looking for Miss Right?
Oh yeah.
Can't find the one.
I mean, he's just a total goofball. Like he was engaged to be married, had a island wedding somewhere. So we all had to buy tickets. We all had to buy this huge thing that was non-refundable. And then he broke up and they didn't have the wedding. Like that's the kind of guy he is.
That's great.
Yeah.
You got to live life on life terms sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He does.
You know, and he should. That's great.
Man.
I love it. Eric in Colorado. What's up, Eric?
What's up, Sammy?
Hey, man.
So I got two things for you. First off, regarding the music that was confiscated, so my parents, a friend of mine gave me a copy of Prince Purple Rain and Sheena Easton's album around that time. And I'm sitting there one afternoon listening to Purple Rain, and Darling Nikki comes on.
Oh, I was about
And-
to say Purple Rain seems fine, but
Yeah.
Darling Nikki might be a
Yeah.
little tough.
Yeah, and my mom heard that and came and goes, "What was that again?" And she hit rewind, and it came on, and yeah, that cassette went missing for a while. My dad happened to find it and give it back to me. Well, then I had turned 16, was driving, and happened to be listening to the Sheena Easton cassette that I was given. Forgot that it was in the car.
Oh boy.
My mom gets in the car and drives it and hears that, and that happened to be the one that had Strut and Sugar Walls on it. That cassette went missing. Well, then, about the same time, we had a family friend who worked for the cable company, and he gave my dad the free filter so we could get Cinemax, which back then was called Skinemax.
No, I know.
And
then he gave
Yeah,
him
we
the
had-
pamphlet too that said, "So you've decided to steal cable."
yeah, basically, yeah, he came over and hooked up the.
Oh, you're cutting out, Eric.
man.
Thank you, bud.
Oh.
Thank you, bud. Yeah, I mean, listen, but that's the thing. That's the thing, right? all our parents were struggling to keep cassette tapes and cable boxes away. Do you know how easy that is by today's standards? Like, back then, it was like a no-brainer. If you had a computer, it's in the living room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't have to worry about all this stuff. Now, you have to, like, literally go over your kid's shoulder. You have to be a shoulder parent. Because the minute you walk away and you just let them go on a tablet, they're indoctrinated. You know what I mean? And who the hell knows what they're indoctrinated to?
They're all based.
Everybody gets based within 5 minutes. Everybody's based. How did I get a based 10-year-old? I don't understand what happened. And I see these. I'm hanging on by a thread. They're still both on kids' YouTube, but my son is at the age where it's like, you know, he's gonna want to watch real stuff soon. I'm gonna have to be watching him like a hawk. He's gonna get based immediately.
They take one wrong turn.
I know. And then they're on a Netflix show. It's terrible.
Would it be so crazy to not give these kids the tablets in the first place? Or
Well-
could they not even survive without them?
Some parents do that, and I do think that, like, you can't let your kid be the one kid that doesn't
Right.
have something,
Yeah.
especially if they're going to use it when they get older anyway. You know what I mean? I don't actually, that feels a little bit overprotective.
You just have to be a good parent.
Yes.
It's
And also,
parenting.
number one, you have to be a good parent. And number two, here's the thing that people don't do. Like, teach your kids values.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just if you just kind of try to raise a good person, then, you know, are they going to make every right turn? No, but generally, they'll be a good person. Maybe, you know, if they feel
Unless
like...
they run in a penis and menu mat.
Right. Well, penis and menu man can be very convincing to the other side. But, like, if you just, like, kind of, I would think, let them feel supported, then they won't need to, like, find a dude on YouTube to tell them how to be a man.
Huh.
You know what I mean? If they just have good role models in the home.
Right, but then what happens when they get to school and they start talking to friends, and the parents
No.
of the friends aren't as good as you are?
You gotta stay on that, too.
Yeah, you
gotta
hope
know,
they make the right friends.
right, and know who they're hanging out with. I've had that, you know, multiple times. Where it's like my kid will either come home and they say, like, you know, on the bus, there's just crazy shit happening on these school buses.
But there's always been crazy shit.
But there's always been crazy shit, you know? I mean, literally one trip on school bus and they have a whole new vocabulary, you know? And you go, okay,
It's part of growing up.
it's part of growing up.
Yeah, they'd smoke on our bus.
Yeah.
And listen to Van Halen.
And it would probably be the bus driver, Otto. Hey, Bartman. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the other thing. When we were growing up, it was like they were still like, you could just let kids play it. Like now, you're like, oh, you can't just leave your kids alone on a tablet. When we were growing up, it was literally just let them go outside and they'll be home before it's dark, I hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that's
I
still
don't know.
better, though.
Huh?
That's still better, though. Like, ooh, grass, ooh, smoking, but, like, on a tablet, ooh.
Yeah, I
But, like,
guess.
go anywhere.
I know, but still.
Kids were doing crimes and getting beheaded.
Like,
and
we would
stuff.
just leave.
Yeah. You just go. You do bad shit.
And you'd be like,
At
well,
least you're making
I'll
memories.
be back
You are
home
making
later.
core memories.
Come on, that's important.
Yeah. No, but it really was. Either you're born good or you're not. And if you're not, like if you just happen to be one of the lucky ones that's a good kid, you'll get by okay. If not, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, kids would be bored and go out and just vandalize.
Oh, the vandalizing was crazy.
It was just like, hey, what are we going to do? Let's go break us.
I remember hanging out, like we were like little kids. And like I was hanging out with one kid who did not have an attentive parent. She was like playing tennis or whatever. He was like rich, you know what I mean? She was playing tennis and we would play on the playground. And like we saw there's vandalization on the playground. And so my friend was just like, oh, we need to get a marker. I'm like, it's a great idea. And he'd go up to his mom. He's like, Mom, do you have a marker? She's like, yes. It's in my purse.
No further questions.
And he'd be like, oh, okay. And he'd get the marker. And you know what we did?
What's that?
We wrote curse words on the
Oh,
playground.
good.
You know what I mean? And then on the way home, she was like, by the way, why did you need that marker? And we were both like, I don't know. And then she was like, you know, if you did graffiti, that's a crime and people go to jail for it. And we were like, oh, shit. Oh, no. But yeah, I mean, you just time to vandalize.
Yeah, and then when you got a driver's license, you can go other places and vandalize.
You can. And once you like in that first time, you get scared. But when the fuzz never comes knocking,
Yeah, shit.
right, and then you vandalize again, the fuzz doesn't come knocking that time either. Oh my God, you just vandalize like crazy.
Yeah.
You vandalize everything.
Creativity, teamwork,
You're writing on other people's property,
posh.
like people's houses.
Oh, that was fun. It's fun. So much.
Seriously, I'm just saying, like I told you, I babysat kids once where they had a sleepover. It was 3 8-year-old boys, and they did not speak to each other. They sat on a couch for 2 hours, all on their tablets, not even talking to each other. And I was expecting a crazy night. It was like, oh, rambunctious young boys having a sleepover, how fun. Nothing. They didn't even get up to eat like a fun treat. And the parents were like, no rules. They could eat whatever they want. They didn't even take advantage of it. That's
So
where
it's
I'm
almost
at.
it's like depressing.
Yes, like I wanted to be sweating. I wanted them to I wanted it to be a hard night as a babysitter.
Right, like, oh my God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Right.
As opposed to like, no, their brains have just been melting here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the new irresponsible parenting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. 100%.
The old irresponsible parenting was being the mom that's like, of course, you're 8 years old. Help yourself to a marker on the playground. The new irresponsible parenting is like, yeah, the new way of doing it is when I meet one of my kids' friends and they have adult YouTube on their tablet. I'm like, what are you doing?
Mhm.
Just looking up conspiracy theories. You're 9.
Yeah, it was all adult stuff too.
Yeah, see?
It was just brain rot.
These are bad parents.
Yeah.
These are bad parents, you know?
And I feel like there's more bad parents now than there ever was.
Probably. Because probably they were coddled when they were growing up. And so they don't have any like discipline built in. So then they're lazy as parents. Like they're not going like, okay, I need to be proactive and actually work at this. Yeah, there's a lot of parents that are not proactive and are not working at it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I wish I could just like, hey, don't buy that cassette tape.
I know.
You know what I
Seems
mean?
so easy, doesn't it?
Easy peasy. I can't imagine. Corey in Rockland. What's up, Corey?
Hey, all right. So a bunch of years ago, I had a friend. His father was over my house. I owed him money for a duck dinner, and he decided to pee on my couch. So
That's fun. Is he trying? Like that's a great thing to do.
You get back at somebody? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so I didn't want the couch, so I gave it to another friend of mine. He took the couch. All he did was turn the cushion over, and he was fine with it.
There's piss on the other side of this cushion. You could replace cushions without replacing the whole couch. No, just flip them.
Yeah, just flipped him. And then when his father got divorced, and he found out he was sleeping in urine, he wasn't very happy about it.
I could see that. I could see where that would be a bummer. Thank you, Corey. I could see where that would not be fun. Yeah, but also like now with the technology, you can't get away with petty crime anymore. Like, I would say half the
There's
kids.
cameras everywhere.
I know that's
You
the
would
thing.
never get away with any of the shit that we got. Away with.
No way.
I was having this discussion with a couple of my high school friends just the other
Well,
day.
you didn't get into mischief.
Well, we were big on, and I don't know if you guys did this, but driving around throwing shit at people.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
You love that.
Loved it.
Because a small Slurpee back in the day only cost like 60 cents.
Oh my God! And what could you do with this? Would you
If-
drink it or?
If you had a minivan,
Wow.
you could get 8 guys,
Mm-hmm.
each with a tray of Slurpee in one hand. That's 8 Slurpees per person.
And that's less than $6.
Yeah. That is a very cheap, fun night. Driving around the Ridgewood Heights.
And then what would you do? You'd come home. What'd you guys do? Oh, we were just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
We were just hanging out.
Just drove around.
You were throwing 60-cent Slurpees at people.
I mean, we had the side door of the minivan open like it was a chopper over fucking Hanoi.
Oh my God. Whoosh, whoosh,
Oh, it's
whoosh.
great.
The window's not going to cut it. The door's got to be open.
No,
Full
you
range.
hold one hand, you throw sidearm the other way.
Right. And back then too, if somebody went to the police and said there's a group of kids throwing Slurpees at people, the police would go, "Yeah."
My brother eventually got.
He did?
He got picked up. He was. They were driving around, and
Did he hit him with a, "Do you know who my father is?" Mike Montone.
they
John Montone, 10-10 wins.
they had those microwavable cups of Campbell's in there. You know the ones with like the holes in the top.
Of course I do.
So he opened it up, and there was a bicyclist,
Not soup.
and he just doused this guy in cold soup.
I got, and it's Campbell's. That means there's more chicken chunks in it. And that's what got him?
Yeah. They pulled. I guess they pulled him over a little while later. My parents had to go get him at the police station, and my sister had like alerted everybody that this had gone on.
Oh, that's helpful.
So when they got back, there was just a mob of teenagers waiting to greet him on the front lawn.
Oh, like a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
And then he goes up to his room, or we shared a room. It looked out over the lawn, and he was like waving out like Mussolini.
While everybody was wearing Free Montone t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's very Ferris Bueller.
That was great. It was great living in the burbs in the 90s and 2000s.
Right, where you have you know what that is? That's a sense of community.
There was no consequence for anything.
No, and why would there be?
I mean, the kids were literally having babies and throwing them in dumpsters.
They were.
Yeah.
And just go back to school.
That's it, yeah. You'd have to do like a lecture circuit where you told other teenagers not to do it.
Right. And now we're running around worrying about pro-choice, pro-life.
What a world.
Yeah. Lance in Vermont. What's up, Lance?
Hello? Living in the burbs. The 90s and 2000s. Right. Were you ever that? Hello?
Yeah, buddy. I feel like you got nervous, then you got comfortable, and then you got nervous again.
No, man. I grew up in, the early 90s, and they used to have a stamp in 7-Eleven where you can get a card and you can get a bunch of free stamps. And if you got like a bunch of stamps, you can get a free Slurpee. Well, I jumped over the counter and grabbed the stamp, and you can go to another 7-Eleven and get a stack of little cards. So we would get 100 fucking Slurpees, dude. And and we would do the same thing. We would just roll around all night long, all day long, and just beam people with Slurpees.
That's so. Thank you, Lance. He stole the stamp. Mike, what color Slurpee was your favorite?
We go with either a red or a purple.
Just a purple. I wouldn't have expected that.
You want the one that has the most effect if you hit someone.
Right, so where you can see the residue.
Yeah.
A yellow is going to blend in with most fabrics.
Yeah, even a white T-shirt, a yellow, especially at night, it's,
But that nice bright red, or it's a deep purple, isn't it?
Yeah, you want something that really ruins someone's evening.
Right, to the point where they're going to get home and somebody's going to ask, hey, what happened to your clothes?
And then they have to explain it. They have to relive the trauma.
Yeah, some high school rascals threw Slurpees at me. Why'd they do that? Well, check the calendar. It's 1997. Todd in Pennsylvania.
Hey, how you doing, Sammy, sweetheart?
I'm great.
Nice. So when I was a kid, I mean, Slurpees are big, too big for your hand, but the dipping sauces from McDonald's, they're perfect size.
Wow.
You get a buddy who works at McDonald's, he'll get you an entire box full of the barbecue sauce and shit, and you can play sign tag, hit every road sign, or just, pedestrians, little old ladies walking the dog across the street, whatever. They hit and they splatter perfectly.
Do you crack them at all? Like, meaning, do you open them just a little bit so there's that little sliver where the sauce goes crazy, or do you just hope that they burst?
It's like a paintball gun. You got to throw it hard. Get your arm behind it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you. Because then you also know if somebody throws a sauce packet and it doesn't burst, that's the one that you ostracize. You've now found out the member of your friend group that you can tease. Drew in Florida.
Yeah, so there's a non-zero chance that my Nana was hit by a Mike Montone Slurpee.
No.
Where was Nana living?
So I'm about to get Ridgewood here, but she was walking around Graydon on Linwood Avenue, and she came home and she called my dad and said that she got hit by a Slurpee.
Oh, I mean, there's strong, but I know where Graydon Pool.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you know where Graydon's at.
How often would these evenings happen, Mike?
I mean, it was
like that we're going Slurpee throwing.
As I remember, I didn't realize it was a thing, and then we had you have the kid who has like the birthday at the end of the year, so he gets his license before the summer.
Oh, yes.
So it was like our sophomore year, all of a sudden someone had a license.
Oh my gosh.
And they picked us up, and they're like, "We're going to 7-Eleven. We're going to pick up Slurpees." And I thought, "Oh, this will be nice, Slurpees."
I love. They're delicious.
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
And then,
oh,
was like,
delicious. Oh, delicious Slurpee. I could use a refreshment.
why is everybody buying a whole tray?
yeah. Wouldn't it make more sense to just get one large instead of all these smalls?
Yeah. And then I found out, and I was like, "Oh, this is brilliant." And it just became, it was our thing. Like if we were out, like, what are you doing? I'm just going on a Slurpee run.
yeah. You could even tell your parents. Like, it would be something that would be fun because you could tell your parents we're going to go get Slurpees. And they go, oh, they're just going to have a nice, sweet drink.
And it wasn't getting reported to anyone. Like, no one knew, unless you got caught in the act.
No, now it would be like...
I mean, now there's a Ring camera everywhere.
Well, forget about Ring camera. People would rat themselves out by making TikToks about it. You know what I mean? It would become a thing.
You have to brag about it.
You'd have to brag. You'd have to brag. If we're not doing it for clicks, if we're not economizing our mischief, what are we doing? That's when it got shitty. When the mischief got economized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it became a business instead of a passion.
It was all about the cutie patooties.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's it.
It was fun, though, when skate videos started getting big in, like, the late 90s.
Yes.
They were filming everything.
On VHS.
So we went into a Jamesway, and we stole a video camera, and then all of our mischief we recorded.
You stole the camera?
We stole, of course we did. And it was just when it was like there was like a silver, like a piece of metal that would hold it in. And you could just bring like a bolt cutter, or like a wire cutter, snip it. And
I mean, so that's a full, like, planned robbery.
well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't armed. Yeah, we just walked in with a cutter and cut it, and walked out.
I mean, but what else are you going to do? You need a video camera.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
And we had so much fun.
you had fun, and it's breakage.
Yeah.
The stores are, they're ready for
And
this.
it's Jamesway. They went out of business.
Yeah. And it ain't because of all the stolen video cameras, okay? James Way, you had enough problems.
Yeah.
I would say stolen video cameras are 10th or 11th down on the list.
If only we had the income from that video.
yeah. Well, it seems like in middle Pennsylvania, we're losing video cameras left and right.
Trexlertown, Pennsylvania.
Luke in Kentucky.
Hey Sam, love the show.
Thanks.
When friends got their licenses, I had a friend that lived on a pig farm, and every year, whenever the pigs would give birth, they would, there'd always be some piglets that would die.
Sure.
And so we gathered up like 10 of them, and we drove through like a nicer area of the town, and we were throwing dead baby piglets at people's cars.
Oh my God.
And leaving them on their windshields. And then another friend.
Do you understand
worked
that,
at the,
like nowadays, like if you know how easy it would be for me to walk around that town in 2026 and convince people that a satanic cult was taking over this town, and by the way, it's probably led by the top politicians and celebrities. Troy, do you think I could convince you that was happening?
100%.
Yeah. Why else would there be piglets on these cars?
Yeah, it's a very conservative area, and so I'm sure this satanic panic took over in some places. But another friend worked at a movie theater, and the popcorn was pre-popped in big fucking bags.
Sure.
And so we stole one of those out of the back of the movie theater, and we drove around until we found a car with an open sunroof.
Oh.
And we filled the car with fucking popcorn.
It's pretty good.
It was a great time to be alive.
You know why it was also great? Because if it was a husband and a wife, the husband would be furious, and the wife, you know what the wife would ask? Why'd you leave the sunroof open?
Yeah,
and I mean the anger that question would draw. Why'd you leave the sunroof open is what she would ask.
And back then, though, everybody left their windows
Thank
open.
you, Luke. Yeah, 100%.
We would take stuff out of cars all the time.
You would. And it wouldn't even be like a robbery. You'd be like,
no, oh, look at that, carton of cigarettes.
yeah, I guess we should take these. Or
Mine now.
you'd take something out of a car and you just drop it someplace else. You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, this window's open, I could just take this. And then like you'd walk down the street, you just throw it in a bush. Yeah. Why'd you do that? I don't know.
I just wanted to take it.
Yeah.
They don't have it anymore.
Right.
They don't have it anymore.
Right.
And that's okay.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Why'd you do that? Well, my friend laughed. You know what I mean? He laughed because I took it, and then he laughed, and then I didn't want it, so I just threw it in a bush, and then he laughed again. You're like, what about the consequences? There's none.
The what?
I wasn't worried about that.
There are no consequences. It's the 90s.
It's fine.
The 90s were great.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Life was so much more simple, wasn't it?
Well, to an extent.
It was.
I tell you what, People did take things like less. Not everything was the end of the world.
I know.
Now everything's the end of the world. You know.
You didn't have the internet. I think that's just like the internet really kind of messed people
Well,
up.
we weren't ready for it. We're still not. We're not designed for it.
No.
You know what I mean? We're not. It's too much.
Should have stopped at MapQuest.
Yeah.
MapQuest was it. Printout directions.
Yep.
Printout directions was peak.
Until the gust of wind came in and your directions were all over the place.
That's right.
Shit.
I
That's
don't know
right.
where I'm going.
That's right. That's right. Or you were on a road trip and like your lady dropped them. She didn't know what page was what. It didn't have the numbered pages on the bottom. You're done.
That's right.
Well, all right.
We're fucked.
Get out the Rand McNally. Yeah, probably. I mean, Napster was it. MapQuest and Napster was that was what it was supposed to be. You know.
Are you gonna put MySpace in there?
MySpace was like the beginning of the end. You know.
Yeah, because that was later.
Yeah, MySpace was probably like 04, 03, 04.
Yeah.
It was right around the same, like Facebook was like, you know, in colleges, it was like 03, 04.
Yeah.
Like that was the end.
Yeah, MySpace was 2003.
Right. Yeah.
But people didn't live on it then, though. People live on the internet now.
Yeah, but they were
was the
building.
start.
They
It was
they.
by 2005 and 6.
I mean, and Zuckerberg would be public about it. He was building a site that was designed so that you would never leave. Facebook, like that's the whole idea of it was like, yeah, we fucked the whole thing up. It was perfect.
I wonder what our world would look like if he wasn't born, right?
Somebody else would have done it.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
technology
very
was coming.
differently. No, I know.
It's just like
But,
two.
yeah, I don't know.
There's. I mean, you're not wrong. It wouldn't have happened in the exact same way.
Tom would have never.
Tom wouldn't have done it. Tom sold MySpace and just like chilled.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't sitting there going like, oh, now I have to be the president, or now I have to do this, or now I have to go wear a fucking trading card around my neck and wear a silver kimono. He was just a dude who got a lot of money on his website. Like, and then he wasn't like he got enough money that generations could live off of.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't like, oh, I should get $1 billion. He's like, no, this is enough. This is plenty. Like, I'm at the point now. Once you're at the point where you could get $10 million, if you can get $10 million and it makes no impact whatsoever, and you don't even get that high anymore, you're cooked, dude. You're done. You don't need more. Tom.
I think he started another company after that, but it was just like, hey, let me see if I can do it.
It was a lark.
Yeah.
It was a lark. Tom knew. He said, I'm out, dude. I'm out. We should all be out.
Sold it to News Corp for $580 million.
That's great. And he knew News Corp didn't know what they were doing. You know how much News Corp profited off of that? Negative $580 million. Remember when idiot Justin Timberlake bought it? And he was like, no, I'm gonna make it cool again.
I mean, remember when Time Warner bought AOL and then they ended up selling it for like $1?
I love that.
Like,
I love that. Isn't that great?
How do you not see that?
Because they have no idea. They're just like, I mean, it's just like now with AI. It's the exact same thing. Dude was talking about satanic panic in the 80s. We're literally living through it again. Everybody's worried about Satanism and cults again. People, the whole .com bubble, everybody lost their shirts. We're doing it again with AI. We're just doing all the same shit over and over and over again. Going to war with the Middle East. We just do we have one way of doing it, and we just do it over and over and over and over again.
Yep.
It's like,
You're right.
you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever goes, we did this. We've done it.
Let's try something different.
We got to do it different. It didn't work. We know where this goes.
yeah, but maybe.
No, maybe.
Maybe we try it this way again, but it'll be different.
Let's do it a different way, and also let's chill a little bit. You know what I mean? And then old Gary Vaynerchuk shows up, and he's like, you should never chill. Do you know if you bought things at this thrift store, you could be making $100,000 right now? And that's not fucking true, Gary.
You're full of shit.
You're full of shit, dude. No, you can't make six figures going to the thrift shop.
Well, but they're all stuffed animals.
Yeah, and he's like, and then you know what else you should do? Buy my stickers. Okay.
And also my NFTs.
Yeah. What happened to that, Gary?
Once you get enough money from the thrift store eBaying,
Yeah.
buy some of my NFTs.
He's trying to convince a whole generation. Anybody could just go to the thrift store and make $100,000 a year selling shit on eBay from Salvation Army.
What thrift stores?
Yeah, no, you can't, dude. That's not true. Buy as many like fucking VCRs that don't work as you want. Yeah. Be lucky to break even. And then you got to pay. Then you got to figure out how to ship it and everything.
Oh, and then you got to pay for all the returns.
Forget
none of the shit works.
None of it works. Forget it.
It was probably a good idea 20 years ago
Of
when
course
he
it was.
first started doing these videos.
Dude, that's the other hustle and grind culture was fucking dumb too. Stupid. They sold everybody this bill of goods, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just got a whole generation working for dog shit for nothing, while 7 people made billions of dollars because everybody thought they were grinding. Nonsense. It's all ridiculous.
It is.
Why won't they just listen to me about this stuff? You know?
Mm.
Don't you?
You gotta get an office, bro.
An office? Oh, in office. I
Yes.
thought you meant an office.
No.
I go, yeah,
Oh,
I
you
made
don't-
it a
you don't
student.
be an-
I don't want to
I
be
know
a
you don't
politician.
want to, but it's like we just need someone.
Here's
All
the
these
thing.
idiots.
I wouldn't vote for you.
Why not, bro?
I don't like what I see.
Well, good, because I'd make you the secretary of stupid.
I don't even think that's a thing.
Well, guess what? It
You're
would be.
It would be.
It would be.
You were there.
It would be. I buy everybody a pair of shoes except you.
I would decline the invitation.
Good. You can't.
Yo, I'm sending Sam and the crew to Brooklyn to get some cheesecake because I'm hungry. And I'm sending my assistant down for some baby oil because I'm horny. Sam Roberts show back after this.
Previously on Bennington.
This is the butterfly.
This is a literal butterfly effect.
Can I just say this to you guys? Dog and butterfly. I don't know why they jump.
Can we bring a Bluetooth speaker?
Jesus Christ, who's going to talk during a beautiful song?
How could you do that? He was hitting
you know
his
what?
perfect falsetto, and he's like, "Hey, can I make a Bluetooth?"
I don't sound like that.
The Bennington Show. Weekdays at noon East and anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Let's go, girls.
Hey, I'm Shania Twain. I'm so excited to bring you Little Miss Twain Radio. You'll hear all the tracks from the new album, my stories from making the record, some of my favorite tracks, and, of course, my friends and more. So come on over to Little Miss Twain Radio tomorrow on Channel 105 and in the SiriusXM app.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes and get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/quote. That's ethos.com/quote. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online questions required. Rates may vary.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-278-1120. 800-278-1120. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-278-1120.
Isn't life just better with a dog? They're our companions, our comfort, our family. They sense when we're sad and stay close. They greet us like we've been gone for years, even though it's only been 20 minutes. Service dogs change lives. Therapy dogs, they heal hearts. Every dog makes our world brighter every day. Dogs give us everything they have. Don't you think they deserve the same? And you can't give your dog their best life while feeding them food that's stripped out of all the live nutrition. That's why Rough Greens puts it all back. You simply sprinkle it on their food. It's packed with probiotics, enzymes, omega oils, and over 20 live vitamins and minerals. All natural, made in the USA, and hundreds of thousands of dogs now have more energy, better mobility, healthier from the inside out, and your dog can be one of them. Get a free Jumpstart trial bag for your dog today. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com and use discount code BLUE. That's RUFFgreens.com, discount code BLUE. Rough Greens, so good, your dog will ask for it by name.
Sirius XM, Channel 103. Faction Talk.
Comedian and New York Times best-selling author John Fugelsang couldn't afford another voiceover artist to record this for him. Hey, I'm John Fugelsang. Be sure to catch the new John Fugelsang Show. Every day we're going to cover politics, culture, and religion with journalists, politicians, activists, celebrities, comedians, and you.
Mr. Fugelsang, how y'all doing?
The new John Fugelsang Show every day at 12 noon on Sirius XM Progress Channel 127 or on the Sirius XM app.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/free. That's ethos.com/free. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
If watching TV has gotten way too complicated for you, then here's some good news. You can say goodbye to a million different subscriptions, wasting money, and endless searching for something to watch. And say hello to Philo, a better way to TV. Philo's the only streaming service that keeps you in mind, making TV easy and affordable without sacrificing quality or the channels you love. With Philo, there's a package that's right for you. Whether you're looking for the best live TV on more than 70 channels with a huge library of movies and shows and an unlimited DVR, or you're looking to upgrade your experience with Philo's bundle, unlocking access to even more blockbuster films and top-rated shows on HBO Max Basic with ads, Discovery Plus, and AMC Plus. Whatever you choose, with Philo, you're getting great TV for an even better price. Find out more at philo.tv. Subscriptions auto-renew, cancel anytime, see philo.tv for more.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Let's go, girls.
We're back. We're back. We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
Dax Holt and Adam Glenn are with us. They host the Hollywood Raw podcast. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday across all streaming platforms. Dax, I've recognized you through the years from your work on TMZ and Shark Tank and the like.
Thank you.
And Adam, I've known you forever.
Yes.
I mean, Adam, like, you may know, you're now at the point where people may know your voice more than they know your face, because Adam does a ton of these paparazzi style interviews, right? That used to be for TMZ, and now you do them independently. But they end up like at least once a month, if not more. One of them goes crazy viral, and your strength as an interviewer is the fact that like you're running around on these streets. I'm sure you never know exactly who you're going to end up interviewing, if you're going to get it done, but your ability to keep them for multiple questions, your ability to go in it, and have like another question that actually could be something.
But it's the
pretty
generic
remarkable
questions that I like that are like, did you go to your high school reunion? Like, it's such a random question, but it is, I love the answers. I think that is his biggest talent.
It's honestly, Sam, I say like I hit on girls, I hit on guys. That's what it is, because you have to, these celebrities. You have to like try to get them and try to hold them.
That's like Travis too.
Travis, yeah. But have you done a red carpet?
Yeah, back in the day.
I'm really good on red carpet because I'm able to get these people. I'm able to be like a jerk enough where they'll come over to me and talk to me. But then you got to get them, you got to hold them, you got to hold their attention. And I'm on the street, I'm dealing with maniacs on the street. And I've been doing this for so long now where I become like the naked cowboy for celebrities. Like they sort of know me.
Sure, because you've been around.
I've been around for so long. How many guys in New York are holding a camera trying to talk to them? So they sort of know me. Not all of them, but like there's a decent amount that know me. They don't know my name. They might know my face. Or actually sometimes I wonder if they know me with the camera. Then it's like trying to get these people to have a 2-minute interview with me on the street in Soho in the middle of like people honking at them. And it's like Oprah. I had Oprah last week and it's like raining and, I'm trying to talk to, so I talked to Oprah last week. I said, it's like, what's left on your bucket list? And then I said, I forgot what I've asked Oprah.
That bucket list question is kind of one of what you were talking about, where it's like, it becomes this evergreen, interesting.
I had a good question with Oprah recently. I was like, what's the one food everyone loves that you can't get into? And then it's like, she had to think about it. She was like, oysters. And she's like, yeah, it's, basically compared it to like snot, swallow, like I talk swallow it down. So I mean, it's like those questions where you try to humanize them, but they're like, why would you ask me that? Like,
right.
If you look my Google News me, I'm in the news for a scandal, but you're asking me about. So I don't know. I'm just trying to, honestly, I'm just chasing clicks. I'm just trying to.
That's it.
I need honestly to monetize it. I need them to talk to me for over a minute. And then I get money. I don't care what. Like, I'll get some more serious stuff later. But let me just like hit on you real quick, so I could stop. And then I'm like in my head, I'm like, okay, we're over 60 seconds. Now I could get to the good stuff.
Yeah. Didn't you ask Lana Del Rey out on a date like years ago?
Yeah. I mean,
that was crazy
because she couldn't say no off camera. Yeah, I had Lana Del Rey. That was like one of my biggest videos. Lana Del Rey is right after she did SNL.
And you know why it was one of your biggest videos? Because it made the average dude go like, you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
Because she didn't turn you down on camera.
She didn't.
And so you go like, so then if I'm watching it, I'm going like, oh my God, if I run into Lana Del Rey, I could shoot my shot. It might work.
It left a hook of like, so did they go on a date? What's going on? Come on, tell us.
Yeah. We want to follow the story.
Yeah, it's funny because
How was the date?
Well, it's funny because I saw Benny Blanco, so I saw Benny Blanco, and he was trying to understand what I do for a living. He's like, what like he was like, how is it like? Is it scary? Is it cool? Is it exciting? Is it adrenaline? It's all that and above. But he was like, yeah, I saw this video of this guy hitting on Lana Del Rey. I was like, are you messing with me now, dude? Like that was me. He was like, get out. He was like, I wasn't. I was like, but nice girl, great girl.
Did the date happen? Did you speak off camera?
Yeah, we spoke off camera.
Did you go somewhere?
She gave me the email, by the way, at first, which I was sort of like, give me the number, but I was like, I don't know if that was a little standoffish. Yeah. And then now she's dating a dude. She's married to an alligator guy. So it gives me a shot. Like maybe we could have had something even more down the line. Like I was like, I thought it was just something quick, but it was like. I mean, and this was right after she had the SNL incident where it was like kind of...
What was the incident? I don't even remember.
It was people just trying to give her crap about her SNL appearance. She was the musical guest. And
Was it not good?
It wasn't... I don't think it got the... I forget exactly what happened. I don't know if it was a bomb or if it just didn't go the way she wanted. Maybe it didn't sound right or...
Gotcha.
I don't know. I forget what happened, but super cool. She was like very normal, very down to earth. And this is before like all these people try... walk around with their entourages. I remember she was staying at the Soho, I remember the hotel, she was staying at the Soho house in Meatpack, and I saw her walking with this jacket, and I was like, dude, and I had another paparazzi. I do video. There's a photo paparazzi guy shooting photos. So it's like we have the whole thing documented through like photos from a thing, and like off camera, and like I'm giving her a purse, and we're talking off camera. So, no, I mean, I don't want, the only celebrity I like to really talk about that I hooked up with, Sam, is Mary Kate Olsen.
You did not.
So yeah, so this is like in the early days. We met, here I am papping like Mary Kate Olsen, right? And and then we kind of we take it off, and we we hit it off. It was fun. Then we went to this place called Butter was like the hot spot in Soho. We go to that place, we're hitting it off, and we went back to our place in the West Village, and I'm in my head, I'm freaking out. Here I am hooking up with like Michelle Tanner from Full House, right?
She probably loves that.
Oh, dude, I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, we get to that point, like I asked her.
She was like 6 on that show, dude.
So we got to that point, like I asked her if I should get protection, and she was like, "You got it, dude." And then I slapped her in the ass. She was like, "How rude!" And no, I did not hook. No, that's it. Here's the. Do you think it's so stupid?
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Troy's upset.
Let me.
And Troy's so into
Everyone all looked.
No, they're like,
it was
what?
stupid.
That was stupid.
Come on, man.
But do you? You get to interview these people when they're sit down, like you got the screen from me. Here's how it's like being a paparazzi.
I'm not with every question trying to make sure they don't leave.
No, but here's
there's an understanding.
Again, I'm a paparazzi. That's what I do. And you see in the JFK show that's right now, like people, some people have feelings about paparazzi. Is it negative? Is it great? Like they still read the gossips columns and stuff like that. And Dax had actually a crazy job at TMZ, and we'll get into what he did at TMZ because his job is really gnarly. But my job is, you're outside Sirius. I don't really know who's going to come in and out of this building. NBC, I don't know who's going to come in and out of the building. A black Escalade comes up. Who opens the door? You don't know who's going to come out, and it's Nina Dobrev.
Sure.
Or boom, boom, and she's walking. I sort of have to have this Rolodex of questions in your head, how to make her like fun, exciting, cool. So it's like
most people would freeze. That's the thing. Like I'll play this game with Adam where I'll just name a celeb and he's got to come up with a question like that
instantly.
And I can't do it. He can do it every time. It's actually pretty amazing.
I mean, most of the time I would see these people and go like, "Oh yeah, she's on a show or something." I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know who the people were. Like you have to actually know who everybody is, what everybody is doing.
Yeah. I gotta stay on top of it a little bit. I mean, listen, I can't watch. There's only so much TV or media I can consume.
Freddie Prinze Jr. just walks out of a car.
Do you feel? Freddie, you see that? Because Sarah Michelle Gellar's coming. By the way, we saw her name. Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie, what would you rather still do? Would you rather act or work in wrestling? Freddie Prinze Jr. Do you still rock? Would you still miss that old haircut they'd have in? What was that movie? She Can't Wait. What was that? 90s movie.
That'd be great.
I don't know.
Well, actually, that She Can't Wait movie.
Again, I mumble over I stuttle those words, but like Freddie, it's.
Is that strategic? Do you mumble like if you don't know the exact title of a thing, will you mumble through it on purpose so that you could just get through it?
Yeah. And then usually I just have like a testicle out. I'm like, oh no, my testicle's out. And they're like, what? And then I kill time
Boom,
real quick.
I got it. Here's the question.
But Dax is I'm the one who actually shoots the content. I'm a paparazzi. Dax's job at TMZ was to negotiate with those people who buy like sex tapes, scandals. Like when people have those videos.
Oh, when they pitch it to you.
When they pitch it to
I was
him.
in charge of clips clearance, so I was clips clearance producer. So anyone that had a photo, a video, it would come to me. I would assess it and then either buy it, pass on it, the whole thing.
So he would see stuff that would never come out, like in crazy stuff.
And you would have to know. First of all, you would have to know: is it worth anything?
Mm-hmm.
Does this benefit us? Also, is it legal?
Yeah, all
right.
Of that.
I
Yeah.
mean, you'd have to kind of know.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. What was it? I mean, and then would you be able to talk about things that you saw that would never make it, or you just prefer not to?
No, I wouldn't be able to talk about the ones that we passed on. I mean, there was ones that came out later that we had passed on famously, like Justin Bieber smoking out of the bong photo.
Right.
I think Harvey's talked about that one.
Why did you guys pass on that?
I remember it just being a drug thing. A lot of drug stuff they won't do. It's just kind of
you can't put it on TV, so it makes it a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think we had passed on the Michael Phelps bong one as well at that time.
Mainly anything with bongs in it.
Yeah, like drugs. And then I would say there was a lot of stuff that got pitched over the years that it just felt icky.
Sure.
And so there was a sense of like, I don't want to do this. I mean, I remember paparazzi were kind of gnarly in the early 2000s where they would like shoot into a backyard. And we were like, nope, not touching that
now
stuff.
It's an invasion.
Yeah, it's total invasion.
Yeah.
And so we would pass on all of that stuff because you don't want to like incentivize them to continue doing it.
Sure.
So you got to pass on. You can't give them money for it. And so that was a lot of stuff we passed on. But yeah, I got to see a lot. It was a very
I saw some sex tapes.
You did?
I saw some sex tapes. There was one time there was a sex tape of a celebrity, and I don't know if it's. I'd have to Google it, make sure. It's
Rob Lowe?
not Rob Lowe.
Oh.
But it was based. I never saw that one. But there was a female celebrity. She was dating a guy before she was famous. I think and I don't want to say the name because I want to tell you the real story. And she was dating a guy before she was famous. The guy was funding her for her career, basically paying her to like kind of live and try to chase her dream. She becomes pretty big. They stop having a relationship. The guy realizes he still has a video of her, and he tries to sell the video.
What a scumbag.
Yeah, he tries to sell the video. And I remember everyone hit me up like, hey, like my outlet can't do anything. Like every time I wasn't at TMZ, but like other people he was trying to sell the video. And everyone's like, well, we can't buy the video because we can't show it. Like, we're not going to show. And plus, you can't do it because you need both parties to kind of sign off on the video. So, but what they could do is write a story. So people are writing stories saying, hey, like, we saw that, like, there's a video out there. Someone's trying to sell a video on this girl.
And it becomes an article.
And it becomes a story. So the guy pretty much got nothing, but got written up. So what happened was, I think the girl was dating a very big celebrity at the time. And the guy she was dating sent a PI to the guy's house and like, hey, here's $100,000. Shut up. I own this. This is it. Like, stop. This is it. Like, here's the money that you need, and that's it.
When people do stuff like that, do they generally stop?
Yeah. I mean, I've
seen a lot of people come in and buy their own sex tape too.
Right.
So
and that takes it off the market.
And it's done. Yeah, it's kind of done after that.
The only question I have with that is because I had the same thing. There's sometimes I've fell into and stumbled onto some pretty interesting content. But then the thing is, do you sell it back to the celebrity? But how do you make sure, and Dax would know better, how do you make sure that's not like, oh, I'm trying to...
Like you have possession of stolen property or something.
Yeah, like but also like, hey, I own the video. I don't want to put this out there. Rather you own it. I can make money on this. And I don't want to, like, I tried to, it sucks. It actually... There's been companies I've tried to have relationships with, like, hey, something fell on my desk. I'm burying this myself, but I want to have a better relationship with you. And they just don't really... They don't care.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, do you when you're doing that stuff, do you ever go like, "This is a disgusting industry. This is I need to wash my hands."
For the most part, what's interesting is it's coming from a third party. So like they're looking for press, like Vivid Entertainment back in the day.
Sure.
They were the ones that were getting their hands onto all of the sex tapes. And so they're looking at, hey, if I get some promotion off of it, people will then go to Vivid or whatever. So most of the time it wasn't in the hands of necessarily the media outlet.
Right.
They're just reporting on it. And this happened a lot. I remember with like Jeremy Jackson, from Baywatch back in the day. He had a sex tape that was being shopped around. And TMZ was just reporting on it. They didn't have access to it. They were just
reporting on the fact that it's being shopped.
Being shopped around.
Right. Yeah,
it can get pretty weird. I personally try to add more value than try to bring people down. Like I try to be like the middleman. Like, hey, like how do we make everyone happy?
Yeah.
And that's brought me more kind of success to what I do for a living, and it's got built more connections and burnt bridges. But it's obviously for what I do for a living. Just having my job title as paparazzi, there's a stigma to it.
Of course, and there's a leech
it's tough.
sort of like,
It's tough to kind of change that narrative. So on LinkedIn, I call myself a street journalist, a video, but honestly, it's just so I don't call myself a paparazzi. But again,
but you understand what it is.
I understand. There's definitely some weird, but also it's not me really. I'm not the one beating a woman. I'm not the one doing some. It's like
if you see him out on the street, he's very different from like the normal, typical paparazzi that you see, and I think that's where you have to kind of like separate because everyone knows him. It is so crazy. Where, like he said, Oprah walks out of a building. She's like, hey, Adam. And she stops to talk to him.
Right.
Or The Rock or Kevin Hart. I mean, I could list off all these people that actively call out his name and encourage him to come over and talk to them, where that's not normal in this industry.
And, that is true, because I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
And you do always, you've always struck me anyway, as being somebody who works in that way, where it's like, I'm doing this because it's going to benefit me, but it's not going to be anything that doesn't benefit you.
And he always makes them look good.
That's right.
I'm always trying to make them look good. I'm trying to tee them up for them to hit a home run, And obviously, sometimes there is tough questions you have to ask. But also, if you just get arrested, of course I got to ask that. But also, I don't want to give you an angle. It's like, hey, I'm just giving you a platform. I'll set you up, and you take it from there.
Right. His question is, what did you learn from getting arrested? Something that they want to answer.
Right. And it
makes them look good again.
It's a little more positive.
Yeah, I remember this was back in the day. I had Orlando Bloom right after he got divorced from Miranda Kerr. And this is like the day they made an announcement. He was on Broadway at the time. And there was some speculations of how it went down, like how he got divorced. And, remember he got into the fight with Bieber Remember Orlando Bloom?
Yeah, that was the
fight
craziest.
He got into like a fight with Justin Bieber. Craziest
Well,
video.
they both had like switched partners. Don't you remember? Justin Bieber was dating Miranda Kerr. And then Orlando was dating Selena at the time. Selena Gomez. Like they literally swapped.
Yeah. So it was a crazy story. But I mean, I just like, hey man, are you guys gonna, and just kind of laid it out there. I didn't want to say. Obviously, some people look for the hit. Did Justin Bieber have something to do with it? But I was like, just tell me, like, how you doing? Like, what's going on? Are you guys gonna be friends? And like, I'll let you kind of put it out there rather than I'm not trying to be an asshole. I gotta sleep at night, and I hope that people appreciate it and they sort of. They remember that.
Yeah.
A lot of them do. Some of them don't. I guess some of them still think I'm not a good guy because of what I do. And I mean, that part's up. But again, from my experience, I'm sure like yours, the bigger the celebrity, the cooler they are.
Right.
Oprah's awesome. Brad Pitt, awesome. Shaq, awesome. And then you deal with some of the other people. Like, I don't know. She's pretty big.
Like Lo Bosworth last night?
Oh, yeah. Lo Bosworth was not cool. From the Hills.
I don't know who that person is.
Yeah. She was on TV 20 years ago. She was not cool. Claire Danes. I mean, I could go on. Like, she's not nice.
Claire Danes.
Yeah, Claire Danes, man. Brutal. Had some
Did
weird.
you ask her about my so-called life?
I did not.
See,
I
that's
did
the
not.
issue.
I was a Homeland guy.
Yeah, that was silly.
yeah.
You should have. That was a layup.
Yeah.
That was a layup.
So.
You, Dax, you were on Shark Tank.
Yes.
And you got to deal with Mark Cuban.
I did.
How real? Not real in the sense that obviously there's something happening, but like how much of an actual partner was Mark Cuban after the show?
Oh, he's been great.
Really? Like, it is?
He's been awesome. The thing is, my company Trophy Smack, because we sell like over the top, like kind of WWE style wrestling belts, customizable ones.
Right.
So they're like big. Just awards. We do huge fantasy football trophies. That's the industry we got into, like just customizable dope awards.
For you, when you and your friends have like a fantasy football league,
yep,
you can get a ridiculous championship belt or over the top trophy or whatever.
Because everything that was out there looked like something you get in Little League.
Right.
The hologram columns. We're like, dude, this is for adults. Like, let's find something that adults are excited to display.
We're grown-ups giving each other trophies, okay?
What is every wife going to hate displaying in their house? That's what we need to create.
And you do see that, right? Like these fantasy football guys who it's like when they win, they're literally wearing their belt.
Oh, 100%.
They wear their championship belt around. Like, no, I won fantasy football. I won my league.
You're hoisting it over your head. Like, that's what we wanted to get into, and it's exploded. But Mark's been great. I mean, whenever we need him, you can email him. It's Mark Cuban. He emails back in 10 minutes.
Really?
And I don't know how he has time to do it.
Wow.
But we've had some bigger issues where, like, our Amazon account got shut down, and we worked for 2-3 weeks to try to get it up, and we were like, all right, let's go to Mark. Let's ask him. He got it up in 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he do? Do you know? What
he
did?
called the right guy.
He's got a bat line into Amazon, and it was back up. And there was just something that was off, and he was able to get it fixed. Like,
that's awesome.
So those are the moments you're like, this is pretty cool.
But it's also like real in the sense that you're a real person running a real company and have this real business shark that is on your side now.
Yeah, and we had to go through due diligence after the show. It like as much as you say deal on the show, you still have to prove yourself after the show that you weren't lying. Everything you said was accurate.
Yeah, but assuming that everything you're saying is accurate, they really are going, no, I mean, based on this information, I want to invest in this company.
Yep.
How long is the pitch?
So we were in there for a couple hours.
Hours? You're pitching this company to the Sharks for hours?
Yeah, I mean, they're asking all kinds of questions. You just don't see
Of
all
course.
Of it. Yeah, but it
it's
ended up being like 7 minutes on air.
Yeah. So and that's normal, right?
Yeah.
So they're doing like 7-minute pitches. The show's an hour, so you're, whatever it is. Like it ends up being 4 or 5 pitches per show, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it like however many episodes, episode after episode after episode.
And I've seen, like, when I'm watching the show, I will see the Sharks in the same clothes that they were in when I was pitching to them. So I know they must have, watched 10, 20, 30 pitches that day because they're all in the same outfits.
Like, how are you? But the fact that they're that into it, I mean, I feel like that it feels like it's an easy show to produce, such as not like Wheel of Fortune, right? Where you're like, we can knock out a year in a month.
And I think they do that. I think they film a lot of episodes.
Yeah, but if it's 2 hours to do a 7-minute segment, that's
But maybe
nuts.
that was unusual. I don't know. Maybe it was because we had a decent company that they were excited about. They kept digging in, because we got an offer from Mr. Wonderful.
Was he wearing a trading card?
He was not, but we do make those. We make chains that go around your neck that hold slab chains.
The PSA graded cards.
Yeah, we got those.
That's very smart.
We don't have them covered in diamonds. We make them affordable.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got it. And then Lori was going to give us an offer, but Cuban said, if you even listen to her offer, I'm out.
So you're like,
so we
pick
took
you.
his offer.
Wow. Do you, when you're doing that 2-hour pitch, when you're on that show, how long before you kind of forget you're on television and are just like in a pitch meeting? Or are you kind of conscious of being on TV the full 2 hours?
I guess you're not so worried about the cameras. You're more worried about your answer to the shark, I would say. Because you are sitting there and you've got all 5 sharks staring at you, and you want to make sure that your answer is attractive to them.
So you don't even think about the fact that this is also a giant commercial for your business.
You forget.
Right.
That part you black out.
Right.
Because you're in the moment, you want to talk, so I would say that part I forgot about. Is just making sure that your answer is kind of what they want to hear at the end of the day.
Wow.
And my business partner and I mean, we spent, because we drove to Vegas, because this was right in the middle of COVID. Like, you couldn't get on a plane. It was in a bubble, the whole thing. We spent the 4 hours just going back and forth on, like, if you get asked this question, what's the answer? If you get asked this question, how would we respond to it? So we were playing out every scenario in our heads.
And realizing, too, that, like, they could go on and just be like, no, this is stupid.
Instantly.
Right?
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of people that get up there and...
Because everybody who goes on that show is convinced they have a great idea. They're not going on that show otherwise.
Of course.
Wow.
But I think it's also like American Idol and the fact that they are going to let some terrible products go through just to cancel them and say no, and everyone's out.
Yeah. Like going on. I mean, I watch those like YouTube montages all the time, like just the worst pitches where they just, and I mean, dude, and it's probably because they're cranky from working hours and hours and hours on this show. When they bring somebody in and they just start getting like lambasted, just sitting there going like, this is a scam. And you're a scam artist. You're a bad human being.
I'm always surprised that everyone kind of gets through their monologue as well as they do. Because there's a lot of pressure. I mean, I've done a lot of TV over the years. So like when the doors open, I felt pretty confident going in. But for these people that haven't done that and having 5 sharks stare at you and you have to remember your like 2-minute monologue at the beginning.
Yeah, if you're just building a business in your house,
tough.
like you've never done any kind of TV, because I would bet the vast majority of people on that show over the years have never done television.
Correct.
And so the idea that you're going from just like making products in your house to monologuing not only your business in front of business people on television, but they've all become TV stars.
Yep.
Like, this show is huge.
Huge.
So you have to you're right, you have to lock that out and just get through your pitch.
Get through it. And it's a different ball game when you got, again, I didn't notice the cameras as much, like it just wasn't in my head, but looking at the sharks is very intimidating.
What was it like when you watched it back?
I just thought, wow, that was really quick. Like, they edited down to 7 minutes, so I was kind of surprised how quickly it went down. But everyone said they loved it. It was fun. I mean, the recognition that it brought Trophy Smack like overnight was really cool.
Right. Yeah, what's it like? So the next day after it airs, the first time it airs, what was like the web? Was your website getting tons of clicks? Or?
Oh yeah. So we're not like a Scrub Daddy though. It's not an impulse purchase. A trophy. You kind of have to have a reason to buy it. So I would say the traffic spiked massively. The sales weren't there, but the sales came
when it was in season,
when it was fantasy football time, when it was, if anyone wants a belt for a birthday present for dad, like those are the times where they think of us because it was just great promotion.
Yes, totally. And now CNBC is airing those episodes all the time.
The amount I get texts all the time.
So you know when it's on.
It's the best commercial.
I never know when it's on, but I get a text.
Meaning like when it was just on.
Yeah. And then we'll have random spikes in sales, and we're like, what the heck happened? It's a random Thursday afternoon. Why did we get a massive? Oh,
yeah. Markets are closed. Shark Tank's on CNBC.
But are you allowed to say that you're a Shark Tank product? Are you allowed to put that on your website?
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I don't think that they have any issue with that. I think that they take pride in knowing that these companies have become successful, and as seen on Shark Tank.
Because as seen on TV, I think you had to pay for that. Like that was like
somebody owned it.
So you had to pay for
But
that.
I guess that does benefit the show where people are watching now because they become invested because like Scrub Daddy becomes a household name. Even the stuff like I think that they kind of took ownership over the fact that they turned down Ring, and now everybody has a Ring. But just like figuring out how they can associate their show with that product.
And,
now
and
it's
the fact
like
that they brought him, the CEO, back, like
Yes.
they understand the value. I did have to license photos from, I think it was ABC, so
Oh, you
that I
did?
could use our still images from.
but that
the
makes sense.
set.
That's their
Yeah.
property on the set and everything, their
Yeah,
show.
so
yeah.
I can use those.
Yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, I think when DDP did Shark Tank with DDP Yoga, he didn't get a deal, but I think he said he made $1 million within 24 hours of the show airing.
I think that's honestly, that can be the best case scenario for a lot of these people is just being on the show. And if you had a great idea, it wasn't picked up, but everyone sees the benefit of it.
Yes.
And then you're not necessarily splitting ownership. Ours, we're really happy with Mark. I'm just saying with other people, you don't
It
get
just
a
becomes a
deal.
commercial.
And now you just got a ton of promotion. It's great.
Right. When it's like, instead of them saying, this is dumb, I don't want it, they go like, this is great, but I don't know what value I would add, so I'm out.
Yep.
Wait, how much did Mark put in?
$600,000.
600,000 all at once, just wired 600,000.
And it's not one of those like, well, this is coming from a TV show and there's this. It's
his money.
Exactly. Yep. His money. I mean, he's got hundreds of portfolio companies.
So listen,
Right,
he put in 600,000. Has he seen some money back yet, or no? That's all
yeah.
at the end. Oh, he has.
Company's doing well. Yeah, we've grown a lot.
That's awesome. Yeah, I do. You haven't done an update show?
Yes.
Or you
we've
did do an
done,
update show?
I think 2 of them so far.
Because I always love the update shows because that's another one where they'll go like, hey, yeah, like this company got a deal and it was a massive failure.
Yeah.
Like they'll tell you, they'll do like warts and all, they'll be like, yeah, look how mad Damon is.
Yeah. No.
Because he's like, what, you guys aren't doing anything. Like this is terrible.
Yeah.
Or the success
Exactly.
story.
They did a couple, I think it was 2. I believe we've done 2 updates already with them.
Oh, you're selling a lot of belts.
We're selling a lot of belts. People like belts. Belts are our number one product. The customizable.
I'm sure.
Like, we got into it with fantasy football just because that was an underserved market. But the belts took over because you can make them for anything.
Now, like HR teams are buying belts saying
Yeah.
employee of the month.
You could put your face on a belt and give it to a guest.
I
Like,
wonder when I did a live show at the comedy store in LA like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It was probably 3 years ago. And they gave me a Not Sam belt while I was there. I wonder if it was yours.
It might have been.
Probably,
Show me a picture.
right?
I'll tell you right away.
Well, can you pull up the website? What's the website? Trophy Smack?
Trophy Smack.
Yeah. And do you have like is the shape and everything what it looks like? Is that kind of
We've got a couple different styles that we have.
But is it
But
your,
I
like-
would be able to see it, notice it right away because
Yeah.
they're yep, there it is. Look at that.
click I bet it is. Click
So
on belts.
There are belts at the top left. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's for sure. It's
Yeah?
for sure. It's that design. It's for sure. I already have. I already have
love
a
that.
Not Sam belt from
There
you guys.
we
Yes,
go.
100%. Because it's that sort of squared
That
off,
shape,
layered at
yep.
the end. Yeah, it's 100% where they got it from.
I
That's
love it.
awesome.
That's great.
That's fantastic. And it really is one of those things where you're like, it's just cool. You know?
There's something fun about it. I think because so many people grew up watching wrestling, and so
Totally.
there's all these guys that like, oh, I can have my own belt. I get to hoist it over my own head.
Yeah.
There's something dope about it.
Completely.
Sam's got a bunch of belts at home.
I have a lot of belts.
Yeah.
I have a lot of belts. I buy the replica belts. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when you have your own,
Yeah.
it's sick. It's sick. Even if it really is just like they just like got it from a company and made it for you. Once you're holding it, it's like, yeah I'm the champ.
I think what people have liked is for my like even for my dad. I don't know what to get my own dad for any. He has everything. So it's like that unique gift where you're like father of the year, father of the decade. Those are
Right.
the times that I think that it's really fun.
Mugs suck. You
Yeah.
give it to them on a championship belt. And you're
Dude,
like,
that's what he does. They do like loser belts. So they do like toilet seats and like you have to
Yeah,
wear
we
like,
got toilet seats you put over your head.
tight-
We've got a
wrestling tights.
We got a wrestling spandex kind of thing for the loser. Because as much
course.
as for fantasy football, as much as celebrating the winner, shaming the loser is almost more so a thing that you see on social media. So we created a wrestling singlet that says "loser" on
That's
it.
pretty genius.
And I've seen it come up on different
ESPN
websites
and stuff, yeah.
Barstool.
And even if you weren't gonna do it, you see it offered, and you're like, "Oh yeah, we gotta
gotta
make
do
a
this.
loser prize too." Yeah, getting in on the business of friendship bets is a pretty good business to be in.
Exactly.
Like it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, if they pay up though.
Yeah, that's true.
They pay up. But we did before your belt company. We my buddies we did a fantasy football. We did a Bang Bros Bowl. And at the end, it was the last 2 place teams had to play each other.
Yeah.
The losing team had to buy a password to Bang Bros and share the password with the rest of the league. So we all get off on that person's dime. And but yeah, that guy was like, dude, I'm not putting my credit card on this.
He wouldn't do it.
I'm not going to be associated with this thing.
Mike, were you in that league by chance? That sounds like it would be right up your alley.
I don't fantasy, but if those are the stakes, I'm in.
Yeah, the one thing that can get you to do fantasy football. I love it. So Hollywood Raw, tell me about, how did you, I mean, obviously you got all this material and it's the world that you kind of both come from. Yeah. But like what differentiates it? How did you go like, okay, this is what the kind of vision for this is?
So we started this, God, how many years has it been? Like seven years or so?
Dr. Drew, actually.
Yeah, we had both kind of departed from TMZ. We actually weren't really close when we were at TMZ.
No.
He was in New York. I was in the LA office. We didn't really chat that much. But obviously we knew each other. And then I was looking to start up a podcast because Dr. Drew and I think it was KBC in LA had come to me and said, hey, we want you to do something, but you might want to find a co-host so you guys have something to chat about. He has the gift of gab. I mean, he's one of the best talkers I've ever met. So we reached out, we connected, he signed on, and then it went from there. And it was just, we were kind of doing this bi-postal podcast on Hollywood and covering everything. We'd put in his clips from paparazzi clips. We'd talk about it.
Oh yeah, that's great. You get the that is to create the avenue where you can review your own clips.
Exactly.
So it's perfect.
I mean, we're one of the few podcasts Oprah has done. John Cena. So they don't know when I get Oprah on the street, like, hey, you're on my podcast live.
Right.
Say hi to the viewers. You know?
Right. When you send out those blurbs, you're like, I mean, here's the guests we've had on.
I do actually.
And then we just really liked pulling back the curtain of Hollywood and talking about what really goes down, how people are setting up paparazzi photo shoots, why it's beneficial. Here's kind of the playbook that they're using. So people seemed to gravitate towards that. And we also don't do it in a like super gossipy way. It's more of like an informative way. And so we've noticed a lot of men and women both enjoy the podcast because it appeals to everyone.
Totally.
We like to say we humanize it. You know, we want to hear how paparazzis work. So we actually have like paparazzis on the show. We have publicists, we have celebrity bodyguards, and just hear their stories from their experience from on the red carpet. Because you see, you know, like the Oscars were this past week. Yeah, it's all, you know, everyone looks great, but as soon as curtains go down, you don't realize there's a Pacific Sun behind there. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. Like it's a shitty area.
That's so funny.
It's a terrible spot. So it's like, so we talk about what the vibe is really like, and you know, for me, it's like I'm always curious. People who meet a lot of people like yourself, it's like, what'd you think of them? Were they cool? Were they nice? And it's like, so we like to just feel like
the
how these people
person
really are.
Adjacent to the celebrity
Sure.
is sometimes the most important. And I think that's what like the bodyguards, we've had private flight attendants, just people that are interacting to understand what are they ordering when they get on a private flight.
Yeah,
And
just that
I don't
weird
know why
human
that's
curiosity.
interesting.
It's that human curiosity, right?
And I think her answer was like peanut butter and jelly sandwich was the number one thing ordered by celebs on private jets.
That's
and
sick.
that to me is so random, but I love that piece of information.
Yeah, or just
a
the
PB&J on a private jet. I would love that.
That's baller status, right?
Yeah, it gets a couple of Diet Cokes involved too. I mean, now you're partying.
It's also
that
like
sounds amazing.
when you have like people on like some musicians, like just talk about like how it is backstage, where it's like, yeah, you want to have this cool, elaborate Guns N' Roses style backstage, but like you're also paying for that. So
totally,
you know, some of these people don't realize like, yeah, your first time on tour, you're gonna have, you know, I want, you know, like lobster rolls and I want all this stuff, but then you realize like, we're paying that bill every single night. That adds up.
Yeah, why don't you just give us some crudité?
How about some bagels?
Yeah.
Hey guys, we need some bagels and bring your own cream cheese. It's,
hey, when they're outside, like, because obviously you would interact with like the autograph hunters and super fans too. They're just looking for photos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like when they're getting you to sign those like white glossy board things, what are they doing with them?
Like when it's just a white one?
When it's just the white glossy.
They print a picture on it.
So yeah, you print a photo on that. You can print whatever you want. Some celebrities,
but you don't.
Females,
They're not like copying the. Like it's not like they're copying the autograph onto a different photo.
No,
that's photo paper that they can then print.
Because sometimes they don't know who they're gonna get.
Oh.
So they don't have the photo
that
on
finally
hand
makes sense
to have that person autograph that picture.
Huh.
So they'll do white glossy, print a photo on top of it, and now you have your signed autograph photo.
Those guys outside of Sirius have a lot of Sam Robertses.
Yeah. Yeah. Those. I mean, there's.
They keep asking me to sign these white sheets,
A lot
and
of
I'm
people
like,
won't sign them.
Go check on eBay. See what your price is.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, they'll get a lot of females don't like to sign those because they don't know what photos are going to put on there.
Oh, because they'll put the nudes
They'll
or
put
whatever.
nudes on that.
Oh,
People
I got to
don't
make sure
wanna
they're not
sign a
putting my
nude.
nudes on
Some
there.
people don't want to
Dude,
sign
I
because
bought 3 of your nudes.
Damn it!
Autographed.
Oh man! No.
they got 2 nudes and a mugshot.
No.
Yeah. But then you get the what's it called? The boxes. The Funkos.
Oh,
so
yeah,
the,
no,
the
I-
glossies, the Funkos are really popular. So those guys, I mean, here's the thing is, Sarah Michelle
You know what
Gellar-
they do with the Funkos? Because I've talked to, Matt Cardona used
I
to be
do,
like,
yeah.
he is furious about this because he's a collector. He knows the community too well.
Yeah.
He won't do it. So because everybody loves those Funkos now. So they come in like this box that has the plastic window on it. So they open the box really carefully, and then they take everything out, and then they literally like cut where the glue meets the plastic window. And so they take the window out because all the boxes are the same and they don't know who they're going to get. So they'll just have the plastics and then they'll go and find whatever they need to match up with the person that signed it and do like surgery to get the window into that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's smart. You can make a lot of money.
So, I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar, her autograph's probably worth maybe $100 because she does like Comic-Cons
Really?
and stuff like that. However, the autograph for the professional guys that stand outside here, outside NBC, they might get, I don't know, $25, $40, let's say $50, $25 to $50 per autograph. If she signs
From like a dealer or something or from
so
a
they'll
fan?
work for this is like the autographer is going to get like, so what they'll do is they'll send it to a dealer. The dealer works for eBay. His whole job is basically doing eBay. They work for that person who's the eBay person. So if they get, let's say 6 Sarah Michelle Gellars, 6 times, let's say $40, it adds up. So, and it's cash. They're making a lot of money.
Oh, so that's probably what they're doing.
I mean,
They
you
probably got some famous people, and then they're like, "What if I throw in a couple Sam Robertsons?"
Yeah, we saw people waiting for Daniel Radcliffe the other day. And I know the guy, Daniel Radcliffe signs a lot of autographs. His autograph is very valuable. If you get, and he signs a lot, if you get 12 Daniel Radcliffes, you're making over $1,000. You're making probably make $1,200 real quick.
Huh? How do you get 12 of them? Are you sitting there?
So they'll have a board with all of them. There's this flipping the pages. There's, I mean, people always like, Hollywood makes a big deal about paparazzi.
Right.
The industry is changing so much, as you know, the media outlets don't have the money. There's not a lot of paparazzi as much as there used to be.
Because they're not selling.
They're
like
not
that. There's
selling like
that
they were.
many.
It's just
like TMZ for like it's not like TMZ when you guys were doing like that TV show every night and everything. Like there were you had a moment where it was like TMZ was everything.
It was everywhere. I couldn't walk out of my house without someone.
Like you
stopping
guys
me
were
and
TV
talking to
stars
us.
from the
Yeah.
be just working in the office.
It was a weird time because we were not famous, but
then you became famous.
Crazy recognizable.
Yes.
And so everywhere you would go, someone would stop and want to talk to you about work, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to enjoy the Cheesecake Factory. Chill, bro.
Right.
But also, here's the thing: is like he's got a story. He was out at. I mean, you can tell a story with Leo.
Which one? Oh, when we got kicked out of the club.
So yeah, he's famous, but also he's famous to like. I mean, I'd say famous. He's known by people, but the celebrities look at guys like us and him, especially at that time.
there's a
as
rat in here.
He's an enemy.
So we were at Villa, which was one of the big clubs back in the time in Los Angeles. And I was out with, do you remember Max? He had the long blonde hair, the surfer
dude.
guy.
Oh,
off
sure.
the show.
Oh, yeah, I remember that dude.
So we had gone out one night to party with a photo agency or something like that. We got a booth at Villa upstairs. We had sat down. We had just opened the bottle. Leo showed up. He took one look at us and said, I'm not going to stay here if they're going to be here. Had us kicked out of Villa.
Wow.
We were like, but we just opened a bottle. Like, the fact that Leo recognized us, I mean, there is something kind of cool about that.
That's cool. Yeah, it wasn't for the best, but it's cool.
It's cool. And then they ushered us right out the back door. Wow. And just, okay, guys, have a good one.
You kind of go like, I mean, I get it's not, sucks, but I get it. I know.
It turned into a good story.
Right.
Got kicked out of a club
By
because
Leo.
of Leo. Like, it's
That's
kind of
pretty
dope.
sick.
Yeah. And I'm like, and we even said we are not working right now, even though we're kind of working out all the time. But it was still a really fun moment to just talk about.
Yeah,
afterwards.
but now there's big money in the autographs. You're saying
There's more money in autographs than honestly. I mean, paparazzi can still do well. I mean, if you hit the right stuff, if you get a photo of Taylor Swift is always going to make money. You know, right now this Bachelorette girl is, if you get some good content on her, it could probably make some. You know, you're chasing the news cycle. But the autographers are worse than paparazzi ever was. I mean, they're insane. You know, as paparazzi, we're always back. You know, for me, I'm a little bit closer because I do video, so I'm not going to be right on top of it, but I need to get a few feet away so I could get you in the frame. Photographers are going to be couple feet even more back because they're trying to get the shot as well. The autographers are right on top of you. And if you're signing, or if I know you signed, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep flipping. And especially in New York City, I knew a guy who was on yesterday. There was like Chris Pratt and Charlie Day were in New York. And it was the St. Patrick's Day parade. So the traffic was insane. So the guys kept hitting red lights. Every light, they just walk up to the car. Hey, can you sign? Hey, can you sign? Can you sign?
And they keep going.
They followed him all the way down through Midtown.
Can you sign some more? Can you sign some more?
The guy told me he got like almost 100 Charlie Day autographs. And he's like, yeah. I was like, was he cool? He's like, I got 100 autographs. I think he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know? And
he's got writer's cramp.
Yeah. Like the guy's got marker all over his hand, but he signed like a ton of autographs.
I think it would be okay if some of them were like, I'll sign like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'm good.
Like, I'm not going to sign pages of autographs for you.
Sometimes what they'll do, the autographs, the celebrity will say, hey, who's it out to? Because they think they got him. You know?
Oh, no, I know that trick.
You know, so they'll say, make it out to Lou. And then they put Lou, and then what they'll do is they'll kind of draw their own things and say, to Love. Or Love.
Right.
You know, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Or there are things you can sign where they can like kind of they can smudge out the name on it.
So they'll give a marker where they can smudge a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
exactly. So you can smudge. But the autograph memorabilia business, as you know, there's a lot of money there. So there's been times I'm like, should I be just asking for autographs? Like, what am I doing trying to make content?
How do you like certify that it's because like also when you stop somebody on the street to get an autograph, they're just like real quick chicken scratch like. Wouldn't it be more cost-effective to just fake the autograph?
Great question. So what these guys do now, great question, Samuel. They're wearing the glasses with the cameras, so they're verifying right there. So they'll do it, then they'll hold it up. So like, hey, here's the verification right there. Sometimes, and I've done this before, if I'm friends with the autographer, because I'm friends with some of them, they do help me out with some tips every now and then.
Sure.
They'll say, hey, can you send me that video? So they'll ask for the video of like, hey, so I have proof. Majority of the time, I think from what they've told me, they'll get certified that it is a certified autograph. Sometimes the autograph's not good enough that it could sell. But it's funny because like when Leonardo DiCaprio signs an autograph, it's like a check. You know? So I'm like, you want that? It's like someone buys that. I'm like, listen, if I put an autograph up, I want to see their name. I want to see how they sign their checks, you know?
Right.
And
you probably sign their checks.
Yeah, I want the full Jerry Seinfeld. I don't want Jerry you know, like
right.
So, but some people just give like a check or like nothing.
You have to go to a private signing.
Yes.
To expect that. Like on the street, you're getting like, okay. Especially if you ask for 100 photos to get signed.
Well, again, that also goes into the marker they sign with. So sometimes if they, some people say, I don't want to sign a blue Sharpie. They'll only do black. So if you were trying to sell it, someone's like, oh, you didn't get it kind of got it a weird way, and it's not. But if you get the blue autograph, sometimes
because they only sign blue because they understand.
Yes,
and there is a weird industry that a lot of people don't know about where big celebrities will get paid to sit down in a room and autograph hundreds of things because they're getting a cut of it.
Yes,
making a lot of money.
And people don't realize that they think, oh, every autograph is signed out on the street or whatever. Nope, they'll sit down,
do a private
signing, 1,000 things,
right,
and they walk away with thousands of dollars and
just get paid for the hour, right?
I have a buddy of mine who's doing like A-list actors, going to their homes and has them sign for an hour and pays them in cash, and it's crazy, but like gets a good signature, hangs out with them for a second, they sign a bunch. There's a lot of stories about. O.J. Simpson before he died.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Didn't Cam Newton say that on like ESPN or something? Yeah.
O.J. Simpson, that's how he was getting by for a long time, was just doing these autographs.
He was
getting paid in cash.
Getting paid in cash.
You prefer cash?
Because anything on the book he had to give to the Goldman family.
Right.
So he was like, making a ton of money, cash
on
getting,
this.
doing so everything in his life was cash, and he was making a ton of money.
Well, yeah. Why would he want to pay the family the guy that he killed? Yeah, well, he's fiscally responsible for the murder.
We can do this the easy way, but we can do this the hard way.
We'll be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
Nice bar you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Faction Talks, Trump Nation.
Here's Craig in California. Hey, Craig.
Well, I went and saw Gene Simmons band at, of all places, SeaWorld.
When you see a show at SeaWorld, are there like dolphins and stuff jumping around while they're playing?
Well, the roller coasters and all are in the background. It's outdoors.
I know they have a lot of shows at SeaWorld, and Craig just mentioned other shows they do. It's just very Spinal Tap when you hear SeaWorld.
Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk. Weekdays, 3 p.m. on SiriusXM's Faction Talk, Channel 103.
Did you know you can get home and away broadcasts for every MLB game on your phone?
At the track, at the wall he leaps, and score!
Every game, all season. It's all on the SiriusXM app.
Struck him out looking! He's got 10!
Baseball, the way it's meant to be heard, with your hometown announcers just a tap away.
It's gone! A first pitch home run!
Search for your team and tap the plus sign to add it to your library. Every game, all season. Get closer to your team with the SiriusXM app.
Grand slam!
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/quote. That's ethos.com/quote. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online questions required. Rates may vary.
Chuck McDowell here with Red Pocket Mobile. How long have you been stuck with the same phone plan? 2 years? 5? 10? Are you tired of surprise fees and confusing bills? Switch to Red Pocket Mobile. With Red Pocket Mobile, premium 5G plans start at just $10 a month. Pick a plan, lock in your rate, and that's the number you'll see on your bill every month. No hidden fees and no long-term contracts. And here's the kicker. Red Pocket lets you choose from 3 major 5G networks, not just one. Pick the network that actually works where you live and where you work. Try one, and if you like it, keep it. If not, switch to another. Never be stuck with a single network again. Plus, keep your phone, keep your number. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
New customers can switch and save 50%. Choose from all 3 major 5G networks with one locked-in low price and no contracts at redpocket.com. Redpocket.com.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Today, it's all about controlling costs. As your business grows, you need technology that scales and doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. To manage expenses, growing businesses are moving to a company they can trust. Acumatica. Acumatica is the world's fastest growing cloud business solution, delivering unparalleled functionality with the highest satisfaction scores in the industry. And businesses trust Acumatica. You shouldn't have to worry about dramatic and unexpected price increases. Acumatica is committed to transparent and fair pricing without locking you in to long-term commitments. We're also the only ERP vendor to offer unlimited user licensing, so you don't get charged more for your growth and adding employees. Graduate from your basic software and take your business to the next level. Over 10,000 companies have already made the move and have graduated to Acumatica. Achieve your growth ambitions and save money today by going to acumatica.com/offers. Acumatica, building the future of business together.
SiriusXM, Channel 103. Faction Talk. The smooth doesn't stop on Yacht Rock Radio. Tap into the SiriusXM app and find channels for Yacht Soul, Yacht Country, and party-ready DJ mixes from Club Yacht Rock. Open the SiriusXM app, search Yacht, and find your smooth.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
When you're a small business owner, you're always looking for the next big thing. Whether you're a gym owner looking to expand, store stocking up for a busy season, or a restaurant owner planning a new menu, you'll always need capital to grow. But traditional banks are making it harder than ever to secure a small business loan. That's why thousands of business owners trust Cardiff for same-day funding. Their online application takes less than 5 minutes and won't impact your personal credit score. With over 2 decades of expertise, it's no surprise business owners keep voting Cardiff America's favorite small business lender. If you've been operating for at least a year and are earning at least $20,000 a month in revenue, apply now for up to $500,000 in same-day business funding at cardiff.co/SXM. Again, that's cardiff.co/SXM. Cardiff, borrow better.
With the high price of new and used cars today, many drivers are choosing to keep their vehicles a lot longer. But with the average car now over 12 years old, most manufacturers' warranties have expired. I'm Danica Patrick. If your car is out of warranty, a single trip to the mechanic could cost you thousands. That's why smart drivers choose Endurance. If your vehicle is less than 20 years old, no matter the mileage, Endurance could have your car covered for the drivetrain, electrical, AC, transmission, and more. And Endurance is with you every step of the way, from filing a claim to paying the mechanic of your choice directly. And your rate won't go up no matter how many claims you file. Call Endurance now and choose the plan that fits your budget. Act now and get 1 year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value free.
For your fast free quote, call 800-298-2007. 800-298-2007. 800-298-2007.
Coverage varies by plan, view contracts and exclusions and
Speaking of interviews, we have not gotten to talk about this week, and we should have. Because Shia LaBeouf. Have we been following what Shia LaBeouf has been up to in New Orleans, all the hijinks? He was arrested because he headbutted a dude, shouting things out. It was Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is over. But Shia was having a great time out in Mardi Gras, and he decided to do an interview with Andrew Callahan, who does the Channel 5 News.
I didn't know who this guy was. I assume you do.
You don't know who he is?
No, I don't think so.
You will. He did the. He's the guy who you know from doing the HBO documentary about QAnon.
Oh,
that's him. That's him. The guy
he was on the show.
Did he do our show?
Yeah, the QAnon guy.
Yeah.
I think so. Or maybe it's a different HBO doc that I'm thinking
I think
about.
It's a different
This is during
HBO
COVID. Like, we had somebody on, you and Jim had somebody on Zoom that did a documentary that we loved.
I don't know. I don't think it was him.
Okay. Oh.
It could have been, but I don't think so.
Code Monkey Z?
Yes. This is, but he does
of course I know him.
So this is his YouTube channel is Channel 5 News. He also he's the guy, he did the interview with Hunter Biden. Remember that 3-hour-long interview that came out with Hunter Biden? Okay. This is him. This is what he does. He you never know where he's going to pop up next. So he went down to New Orleans where Shia LaBeouf now calls home. Danielle, is Shia LaBeouf one of your grew up watching the Disney Channel actors? Do you love Shia?
Well,
it's complicated.
Yes, I love Even Stevens.
Yes.
So I love him at that time.
Okay, that's
Even
that's
Stevens
kind of what I was
movies
asking.
in my top 5 favorite movies. The show's great. He's so funny.
You like Holes?
I love Holes.
People
love
Holes.
Yeah,
People love Holes. Yeah.
That's about it.
Shia doesn't love the movies.
What?
No, the movies that he was in.
Really?
He doesn't love them because he felt like
oh, dang.
he was kind of it was somebody else's vision, somebody else's dream that he was acting in.
Well,
Shia's got a lot going on.
Okay.
He's living out there in New Orleans now, where I guess he's got family roots, and he loves it there. So I did this interview. I watched the whole entire thing. I thought it was great. It was really, Shia LaBeouf is true to himself. He's a real one. And also hilarious. I don't know if people realized how hilarious. Like this is where we started. The first question How are you? Let's listen to it.
God bless him.
Likely want to know how you're doing.
Bro, I've been having the time of my life. You know, I got some contrition on my heart, you know what I mean? It's not nice to hurt people, ever. It's fucking lame. People got hurt, I gotta deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that in full. I'll eat it all. It's on me. It's not on them. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See, I mean, you're wanting somebody to take ownership. You're wanting somebody to take responsibility. And he did. Now, he didn't even have to ask about it. He didn't even have to say, you did. They didn't have to set it up. That's literally 30 seconds into the conversation. Like, that's where it starts. Is right there. Now, Shia wanted to start the whole thing over at one point, though. Yeah, he did. He didn't 100%. Like, because, he's very in the moment, this Shia LaBeouf. So, he did try to, like, that's how the interview actually started, but he wanted to do a take two on it. Yeah.
Like sacred, bro. Something like, joy is sacred, bro. And I don't know, I keep talking like weird, like, because we're camered up. So I'm thinking I got to talk for a big audience. I'm going to talk for me. Let's start over. Click. Start the whole interview over. Start the interview over, bro.
All right, we're here, Shia LaBeouf, live in New Orleans, 1 week after Fat Tuesday. How are you doing 1 through 10?
Blessed.
Okay, so that's a 10.
It's a 10. Yeah, bro, I feel good. I mean, I got shit I got to answer for, but overall, I feel good. I came out here heartbroken. I speak to you now as a man who's filling my heart up.
See, there you go. There you go. Now, I like that they left it all in.
Oh, me too.
You know what I mean? I think that gives you a better sort of sense of where he's at right now. Because he is kind of going through it, I mean, he's had struggles with substances for sure. I guess he was married. I didn't even know he was married to Mia Goth. Yeah. But he was married to Mia Goth for a while. Now they're separated, but they've been separated for like a little while, and I guess people are just finding out now. But he also kind of is no longer sober, but is owning it. Except to me, it sounds a little like, when Charlie Sheen went back down the rabbit hole, and while he was on stuff, was claiming like, no, I'm different. This makes me better. Yeah. You can't really take everybody's word for it all the time. When that happens. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this was Shia talking about his sobriety.
Putting it down, picking it up, reading books, sponsorship, all of it.
I'm more just wondering, like, before, in general, like, what was the longest sustained period of sobriety?
Probably 2 years. I was probably sober for a year before the birth of my daughter into a year of my daughter's birth, and then life became life, and then Kava.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Kava was the gateway to more, like, regular bevs?
Kava was an acceptance of, like, I had heard people talk about California sobriety and stuff like this, and it started floating around the rooms and shit like that. No, I'm not gonna say his name, but some people that I know, and I was doing camping trips and stuff. Dudes were talking about ayahuasca, spiritual journeys and shit like that. We were talking about deep, like how to get to God and stuff like that. Joe Rogan, you just get flooded with a whole bunch of info, and as a sober man then, it was like, I remember being on a road trip with a kid, we wound up in Barstow or something like that. Went to an AA meeting, and one of the guys that was in the meeting was, I shouldn't have said it. I said it again. Hey, bear with me, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not on the wagon at all. And so everybody who fucks with that, I don't claim it. I don't want to hurt what you got going on, I know there's people that depended on me and people that look to me to be some kind of sobriety, stability, and like some pillar of this shit. I'm just a man. I'm trying to find it. And Elior. Hold
on. Bro, I love how raw he is. I love how raw he is. I love because you think that he's explaining what's going on, but there's multiple times in this interview where he just goes, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. And you're like, you kind of think like, oh, that's part of the story. And you're like, oh no, he's just reacting to what just came out of his mouth. And I mean, I don't know. I find it more trustworthy, I guess. No.
Stream of consciousness.
It was one take. Where he's just like, because he said AA, and that like obviously, the second A is anonymous.
Oh yeah, I guess you can't.
So you're not supposed to. Yeah. That's why he's like, I met him at this AA meeting. fuck. Like he realizes, but at least he's conscious of what's like he's present. You know, that's so incredibly present. Yeah. You know what I mean? And also, you know, it's not really like right or wrong. It's like, is he telling you what is truthful to his brain right now? And like, clearly, yes, this is what is in his head right now. Yeah. Will it be in 2 minutes? I don't know. But right now, yes, this is what he's thinking. Let's skip the next one, Mike. We'll go to 1850 because, you know, and I mean, I think this is a very relevant question. Andrew talked to him about being a public figure and how that really changes everything. He had said before that, like, he loves partying because he loves to feel connected. And I think that that is probably an issue for him, right? I would imagine that when you're this famous, it becomes difficult to make real connections with people because people, you know, they know you from something else, or they want to brush up against the fame, or they think that you're the character that you played on X, Y, or Z. So he's looking for that connection, and I think that's true. But he also kind of has a handle on why he thinks it's okay for people to come up for him and ask for pictures and everything, and why he's fine with that.
Yeah.
How you help that guy?
How much of your life have you been living like this for in terms of people taking pictures with you, like living as a public figure? Did it start when you were 18 or was it younger than that?
Man, I was on Even Stevens shit was like popping hard. If you were a broke kid in America, everybody watched Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. You know what I mean? It was like everybody would just sit at home and watch that thing. So I grew up with everybody. We all grew up together. And that's what it is. So I know what that is. It'd be like me running into Will Smith. Give me a picture. I grew up with you. You owe it to me. You're my uncle.
That's how I feel about Will Smith, too.
He's my fucking uncle, bro. It doesn't matter what I don't give a shit. It's my fucking Uncle Will. Like everybody else in America, don't act like, you know, it's just what it is. So I'm in this weird category of, I have this familiarity with people, and yet I'm trying to do this artist thing, and yet, but it's deeper than that, because it's like family. You meet people, they don't give a fuck about art. People just want to hug you because they're your cousin in a weird way.
See? That's my fucking uncle. I wonder if Will Smith ever gets that. Like if people go up to him and go, hey, man, you're my fucking uncle. Let me get a picture. He said in the interview that there's only 3 times that he turns down photos. It's if he's having something to eat. He doesn't like to interrupt a meal. If he's out with his kids, which I think is, you know,
I get that.
An important
You
line.
shouldn't be asking.
And also if he's chasing an ass. If he's chasing some ass.
Well, how are you supposed to know if he's chasing ass?
Come on, bro.
You would know?
Well, he's your fucking cousin, dude.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean? And you were saying, Danielle, you agree with that Even Stevens was popping?
Oh, so popping.
Popping hard?
Really.
That's sick.
Really popping.
That's sick. Yeah.
He won an Emmy.
For Even Stevens?
Daytime Emmy Award.
It's pretty sick. I don't have an Emmy.
No, you don't.
You know? My cousin does. My cousin Shai has an Emmy.
There you go.
But I don't have an Emmy. Yeah, and then he got into like, well, let's skip the next one too, because I want to go to saying he doesn't, talking about his drinking problem. You know, they questioned whether or not he had a drinking problem, and this is a clip that I feel like a little bit of it ended up kind of everywhere, and I think it did require some clarification. After he kind of said it.
I think I have a different problem, and I'm going to address it.
And what's that problem?
I think I have a small man complex, some kind of Napoleonic, I don't know what it is. I think it's something that has to do with anger and ego more so than my drinking. But that's where I'm at now on my journey, and I'm trying to navigate it. I'll figure it out.
What kind of things set off that anger?
What kind of things set off that anger? I mean, boy, I haven't experienced it for a while, but I'll be honest with you. Big gay people are scary to me.
What?
Hey, boss, for a second.
You didn't even have to think about it.
Let's be honest.
That was top of mind.
He's being honest. You know, I had never even heard it phrased that way. Like, it's not just big people. The gay people are scary to him. And, you know, I mean, it doesn't sound like he's coming from a hateful place when he says it, does it?
Scare him.
Yeah, like it almost sounds like he's feeling just very vulnerable.
You can't be mad at his honesty.
No, you could disagree.
Yeah.
You could say maybe you could have phrased that a little better.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a different, you know, categorization method that you could use. You know what I mean?
Different wording, possibly.
For sure. I think that, and I think he would agree with that. You know,
he's a stream of conscious guy.
He is a stream of conscious, and I'm sure he said it, and he was like, "Well, now I've said it.
It's out there.
It's out. I said it just now." Go back just a little bit, and so you can hear the context of where he's going with this. Even Stevens, you know.
I have a small man complex, some kind of Napoleonic. I don't know what it is. I think it's something that has to do with anger and ego more so than my drinking. But that's where I'm at now in my journey, and I'm trying to navigate it. I'll figure it out.
What kind of things set off that anger?
What kind of things set off that anger? I mean, boy, I haven't experienced it for a while, but I'll be honest with you. Big gay people are scary to me.
What do you mean?
When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared.
When does that happen?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
If that's homophobic, then I'm that.
Yeah. Does that happen a lot?
No, it just happened one time.
Recently.
Well, that's why I got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were sort of being groped and surrounded.
I'm not going to say that because my lawyer said, "Oh, fuck, dude."
It's okay. We can back up.
That's my favorite.
Am wrong.
Oh,
my lawyer's. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. He's already down this road too far. I mean, I've got to tell you, like, if I were in a situation where any multiple gentlemen that were larger than me had their hands on me in any way, shape, or form, I would probably feel uncomfortable. I don't think I wouldn't have to categorize that as like big gay dudes. I probably wouldn't have to categorize that, but for him, that is what happened, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be mad at him for that.
So that's what he's saying, and he's saying it's based on it happened once, and that scared him.
Sometimes one time is enough.
Right. No, I can't say anymore because my lawyer. Oh fuck! Scroll back a little bit, Mike. Go for it.
I am wrong for touching anyone ever, and that's the end of my statement on this whole shit.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Moving back to like what kind of things would set off that Napoleon complex?
Being challenged, my masculinity being challenged, somebody touching my girls.
That's where it comes back to his masculinity being challenged. But
that makes sense.
I do like that Andrew let him off the hook. He's like, and that's where I stand. He goes, cool. And then Shai goes, all right, cool. All right, good. We did. I'm glad. Because he was worried for a second. Yeah. Oh, fuck. No, you're cool. All right, good. There is something nice about him being trusting. You know, the fact that he feels taken care of in this situation and trusted.
By Andrew?
Yeah. You know, and I'm sure
he's in a safe place.
And I'm sure Andrew takes on that responsibility. You know, I think they have a relationship before this, so that's how this all came about.
By the way, he did the January 6th documentary. You did talk to the QAnon guy.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the January 6th doc. Yes, thank you for that clarification.
But that's also a great doc.
It came out, and they came out around the same time. Yes. Yes, he did the January 6th doc. You're 100% right. Thank you for that clarification.
He's great.
Yes. Let's skip ahead to 5540, Mike, when Shai gets himself in a little trouble again.
What?
Well, yeah, and he realizes that he went too far.
All right, they probably just cut it out, though.
Wow.
Plaque.
Probably the city, but also not to disagree with you, heavy. But also, where's the plaque?
You can scroll back to start where we were, but just for clarification, you hear cans popping, and I assume that would drive him crazy. But throughout the interview, I mean, luckily they're mic'd wirelessly, and they have multiple cameras because this is Shai's house, I guess, and he will like get up throughout, get himself a drink, move around a little bit, like just at random times. But they're prepared, which is good. Yeah. Okay, you can go back to where we were.
Also, where's the plaque for Lil Wayne's childhood home on Apple and Eagle?
Yeah, it's not here.
Where's the plaque
still not here.
for C Murda and where Master P?
And didn't the mayor say it's a music? The mayor just said it's a music town. I gotta shut the fuck because I'm already in trouble. So let's talk about something else. What do you think about fondue?
I fuck with it, but it's nasty kind of.
I don't fuck with it, not at all.
What do you fuck with?
I like tacos deep.
You've been a
That was very like Shia.
That was Shia. That's the one. That's the kid you were looking for.
Yep.
What do you think about fondue? And then he goes, I don't fuck with it. Not at all. I love that. I feel like it's a little bit of a test. Like, it's a little tough because if I said to you, Troy, you fuck with fondue, you're probably going to answer in the affirmative because you think I fuck with fondue.
Right.
And so you'll go like, yeah, I like it. And like for me to come back with, I don't fuck with it. Not at all.
I'd be like, ah,
shit, I said the wrong answer. It's a good test to see if like
it is. See where
you're
you're
dealing with an honest person too. Like, are you saying stuff to please me? Because like I'm okay with you if you fuck with fondue, but I don't fuck with it. Not at all.
Right.
You know?
But he likes tacos.
Hard.
He fucks with tacos.
He fucks with tacos hard.
And I totally get that.
Yeah, I like that too. Then Andrew goes, all right, no fondue. What do you like? He goes, tacos. Like, just top of mind. Like, what do you, tacos? I like tacos.
Two totally different things.
It wasn't a dessert. It was something completely different.
Tacos. That's what I like. Yeah. Like, here's something you need to know about me. I don't fuck with fondue at all. But I really like tacos.
Tacos are great.
And I got to be honest, like, I would 100% go to tacos with this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he appreciates them. And tacos are great. Remember how happy I was, Danielle, when you brought me those chicken tacos?
Yeah.
I devoured them.
Well, actually, I just brought you one.
Yeah, you were a little worried I wasn't going to eat it, and so you didn't want to get me a second one because you didn't want to waste the food.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. But that one.
Was it good?
Slapped. It
Oh,
slapped.
good.
It slapped hard.
Because there was Chipotle chicken. I didn't know if you would do that.
I did it.
Of course he does.
I did
didn't
it.
know
You love
that.
Chipotle
With the,
chicken.
But the spice?
I'm okay with it.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, okay.
I just don't love, like, a lot of the ointments.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Just ranch.
Just ranch. Just ranch. Yeah. You like, people throw guac and sour cream on that.
No
I'm like,
salsa?
Yeah, I didn't go with that either.
Well, I get salsa in the place of tomato. You know what I mean? But I just get the regular.
Yeah, I think I did that too.
Yeah.
I think I aced it.
No. It was aced.
Like no rice, no beans. Like,
That's
I
right.
know the vibe.
That's right. Oh, yeah, because you went with me to Chipotle that one time.
yeah, I took notes because I was kind of shocked you got corn and
I like corn.
and
Oh,
salsa.
you fuck with corn?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to tell you the burrito?
Please, yeah.
Hard? I fuck with that shit hard.
Oh, okay.
I fuck with corn hard. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The band, the vegetable, whatever you want.
All the above.
I fuck with it. No beans, no rice. They always go, what kind of beans? I go, no beans, no rice. Don't even ask me about the rice.
What a waste.
No, what, a waste of what?
No rice on it. You don't like rice at all.
No, I don't like, no, I don't fuck with it. Not at all. Not at all.
I got you.
I don't even like a little rice on my plate. Like, if a little rice came off of somebody else's plate onto my plate, I don't like to touch rice. I fucking hate rice. I'm going to start being more like Shia.
You should.
I think. Yeah. Just like assertive.
And very passionate.
Right. I don't fuck with that shit. You can. I don't fuck with it. You know? Yeah, so no rice, no beans. Chicken, cheese, lettuce, tomato, corn. That's the burrito. Sometimes double up on the chicken if I need the extra protein. But that's what it is. No ointments, no beans and rice, none of that stuff. But, you know, with the tomato and the lettuce and the cheese and the corn, you get a lot of goodness in there.
At Fox, right?
Hard. Yeah. Yes, it does. I think a lot of people watching this, like, were probably curious about Shia's, his thoughts on current events, Epstein files, stuff like that, you know. And honestly, like, I can't say that I was standing with him on every. I'm not standing with him on every single thing that he said in this thing. Some of it I'm a little like, I don't know. No, I think we have different points of view on that. But the tacos thing, I was good with. And when he was describing his view on, like, how he follows what's going on with the Epstein files, I was kind of like, yeah, I fuck with that. Like, I was like, yeah, that might be the better way to handle this. Listen to what he says about it.
Straight, you know what I mean? He already did the thing.
You see all the Epstein stuff when you were on the sick one?
Hey, people gotta get right. You know what I mean? You gotta own up. You gotta get right. People gotta get right. People gotta get right.
But were you peeping game when you were like out and about, like on the same day all these documents are dropping?
No, I mean, nah, bro. I was fucking chasing ass on Mardi Gras. What do you mean? I wasn't paying no attention to Epstein files. Nah, this shit is beyond me, bro. I don't get into this shit.
Yeah, I just wondered. It's like the biggest news story in the world for a couple of days was Epstein.
If you got no life, you mean you're just sitting in a fucking hole all day. You're not, you know, chasing ass and getting at it. And motherfuckers that are in the street, they don't give a fuck about this stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's if you're sitting home all day, just like, who got kidnapped? You know what I mean? Your life sucks and you're a normie. Fuck off. But if you're out here, nobody gives a fuck about none of this shit.
No, facts.
I remember asking Kendrick one time, like, bro, hey, Trump or Kamala, he was like, you think I give a fuck about this shit? Like, he got real life.
Yeah.
You know?
Out here chasing ass, dude. Who gives a fuck? You know?
You're not a normie?
No, who gives a fuck about that shit? Imagine if I came on the show every day. It's like, oh, well, here's what's going on the news. My question is this: who gives a fuck about that shit? Ooh, who got kidnapped?
I'm too busy chasing ass.
I'm chasing ass. You know what I was doing yesterday while you all were worrying about this bullshit? I was chasing ass. I don't know. I thought there was something refreshing about it.
Yeah.
You know? Because everybody's got to have like a hard nose, like, opinion, and I'm gonna go and rage on the internet and change the world. Well, meanwhile, even Steven's just out here chasing ass and not giving a fuck.
Living his best life.
He is. This is kind of where things wrapped up. And Shai was he's pretty happy with the end, but then fucked up again, unfortunately. And he was honest. He was honest with his feelings.
It's an independent streaming platform for other people's movies.
Right.
Where they get all the residuals.
Bro, game over. Bye.
See how happy he is?
Game over. That's all I need, Andrew. That's the end of it. I don't give a fuck what they say. Fuck it. We win. I don't give a fuck what they say. Bro, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh, I just broke my wall. Damn, dude. Damn, bro. I just broke my wall. And I just had these walls painted, bro. Fuck. Damn, bro. I broke my wall, bro. Oh, man, I was so excited. I'm gonna fix it, dude. I'm gonna fix it. Oh, damn, bro. I'm gonna fix it. Damn, Andrew, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need.
Game over.
It really is game over.
Game over.
Hey, God bless you.
Wait, what did the dude say to him?
He said he was going to do like a streaming service where creators can get the royalties. And so it made him excited.
Oh.
But then he got bummed out because he broke his wall.
He's out of his mind.
And he just painted his wall. You never had a moment like that where you get excited about something and then you accidentally break your wall and you're like, fuck. You know? I mean, it's just pure raw emotion. That's it. Actually, I don't have a time code on it. But do you have maybe you look it up on Twitter. I'm sure somebody clipped it. The moment where he talked about if because he's a religious guy now. He's a Catholic. Sure. He found Catholicism and like practices it pretty heavy, as Shia would say. And Andrew asked him like, what would you say to Jesus if you met him? You know, basically he was asking him to tell me all your thoughts on God because he's on his way to see her.
What?
Yeah, you have it. Yeah.
What would you say to Jesus if you could meet him?
I wouldn't say shit.
Really?
Nah. But I'd kiss him. I'd kiss him. I'd kiss his feet. No one say nothing. Chill out with these questions, Andrew.
My bad. I didn't know it was gonna make you emotional.
I'm a real Catholic, bro. A real one.
I just thought you had thought about it.
No, I'm a real one, bro.
It's good to know where he stands on that.
I was wondering where he stood.
He's a real one.
It's just it's an hour and 10 minutes. I watched it all the way through. It is an emotional roller coaster.
This is great.
It's so good. Every minute of it. Every minute. Like I was time coding it and everything, but like we could have just sat here and watched the whole hour. It's all great. It's just this utter emotional roller coaster, but it's all exactly what he's feeling right now.
Was he always like this?
What was it? You said at one point, Danielle, that something he said felt more like Shia.
Oh, the thing about fondue?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, and even Stevens, like, he was always just saying funny, like, he was a clown. So funny.
Like wacky, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, he started stand-up when he was 10. Because he had a weird upbringing, kind of. His dad struggled with substance abuse. His parents were divorced. He never really felt loved, so that's why he kind of wanted to make other people laugh. I don't know. I mean, he was great on the show, but I don't know exactly
he
when
lost
things
his way
took
a long
a turn.
time. Yeah.
Maybe
remember, like, what was it, like 10 years ago? He did that, like,
movie thing,
that
right?
movie thing, yeah, where he just watched all of his
own
movies and he was live streaming himself.
Yes.
Like,
wasn't that like 2014?
that was a long time ago. Like, he's been like this for a while.
Yeah, it was like 2 days straight in the movie theater just watching every Shia LaBeouf movie. And there are all these memes from his facial expressions because the camera was on him as he watched it, and people could just go in the theater.
Oh yeah, he told everybody where it was. He's like, come hang with me.
And then he did the He Will Not Divide Us live stream. That was his other like performance art thing. Remember where he set up that camera? Like he set up a live stream camera to bring everybody together, but then everybody started fucking with it. He had to move it. He had to take it down.
No, he's a troubled guy.
He's an artist.
Yeah. Is that what this is? This is art?
He loves Jesus and tacos.
Okay.
I'm mad at that.
No, I'm not mad at that.
No, I mean, you can't be
And
mad at
chasing
somebody
ass.
with tacos. Yeah.
Chasing ass. He brought that up a couple times in the
He
interview.
really loves ass.
Well, yeah, that's why you got to chase it. You know? Anything you love is worth chasing. You know? Being truthful. You know?
Yeah.
And, like, he's not just going to tell you what you want to hear. You like fondue? That's good for you, but he doesn't fuck with it, not at all.
Yeah.
And I get that.
He seemed angry about that.
Not at all. Like, he's very serious.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. He's passionate about everything,
Yes.
or he does not give a fuck.
Right.
And he's passionate about not giving a fuck, too.
Right.
That could be a positive. You know, at least you know where you stand.
Yeah.
In the moment. I don't know how long-term any of it is.
Seems like things flip-flop pretty quick.
It does feel that way. It does feel like you have to enjoy the present.
Right.
Because at any moment, everything could change. Everything could get upended.
You could be like, oh, I love tacos. I fucking hate tacos. You're like, what did you just
Well,
say?
I thought, like, why would you take me out for tacos? I hate tacos. You're like, I thought, no, that was 2 weeks ago, bro. The fuck are you doing? No, I don't know. Sorry. Yeah. He's figuring it out. And he's having a great time in New Orleans. You know?
We'll be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
Yeah. Get your daily dose of pure, unfiltered hilarity on Comedy Central Radio's Sirius XM 95.
You know what my girl do when she get mad, she start talking in the third person. Because that's her way of telling me that from this point on, she's not responsible for none of her actions.
Featuring Comedy Central's legendary stand-up vault, exclusive content, and non-stop laughs from comedy's biggest stars all day long.
I was living in New York when my daughter was to be born. She was not born here, though. We flew home. She was born in Tennessee. I didn't want her to be born in New York. You know, I don't need her growing up thinking she's better than me.
Comedy Central Radio's Sirius XM 95.
Draft a winning fantasy football team with the experts of Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
Our first picks need to be the surest things on the board. They are a priority.
Hear winning strategies, player projections, and expert drafts to help you build a championship team.
No, thank you. I am not drafting a tight end and a quarterback in the early rounds.
We're talking fantasy football right now on Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87. And check out our audio draft kit anytime on the Sirius XM app. Just search Draft Season.
Everything you got, light it up, cowboy. Go, 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 go.
All season long, IndyCar is on Fox.
The green is out and racing is on.
Alex Palou.
Sensational.
Otto Award. Joseph Newgarden.
Are you kidding me?
And Indy's top drivers put it all on the line. Every race, all season long.
He's going for it. Oh!
Fox is the home for IndyCar. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Philo's got that rhythm you've been looking for. A steady tempo of the biggest shows, an endless flow of hit movies, and the TV moments that match your vibe. From your favorite throwbacks to the hottest movies, the best of Black entertainment all comes together here. With all the top channels like MTV, VH1, TLC, BET, OWN, TV One, WeTV, and so much more, their lineup hits just right. Plus, over 80,000 movies and shows are available to stream anytime, anywhere. And with the unlimited DVR, you can record your favorites, rewatch them for a whole year, and skip the ads. Because the good stuff is always worth a replay. Best of all, plans start at just $25 a month. So turn up the volume on your streaming experience and come find your rhythm right here on Philo. Sign up at philo.tv today to start your 7-day free trial. That's PHILO.TV. Philo.tv.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba.
Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Here's the deal.
The tax code is famously complicated, so it's easy to see why so many people fall into debt with the IRS every year. Now they're stuck dealing with the most powerful collection agency in the world on their own. The IRS can garnish your wages, seize your bank account, even take your home or business. Scared? Worried? Overwhelmed? That's where we come in. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our licensed award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day. We protect our clients and prepare them for the best possible resolution. And guess what? We love doing this. We're real people who enjoy helping other people when they need us most. Give us a call.
Call 800-613-8836. 800-613-8836. 800-613-8836.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
We're back. The Sam Roberts Show.
Very, very exciting. Here with us in studio from the new show Tequila Empire, which is streaming on Tubi right now, full first season. We have Rob Fitzpatrick, who is the man behind Naked Diablo Tequila, and the one and only Billy McFarland.
What's up, Sam? Good morning.
Good morning.
Sam,
how are you guys doing?
Everything
Very
great.
good. Thanks for having us, Sam.
So, first of all, explain to me the relationship.
So I'm going to be jet skiing from Utila in Honduras, where we just did our new version of the Fire Festival to Venezuela. And
Wait. What do you mean your new version of the Fire Fest? Which
we did it in December. So
you did the Fire Fest?
Finally,
successfully.
Like eight years later.
What was it? I didn't see the coverage. What was the successful version like?
We called it Phoenix. We rented a little island. Kind of in the middle of the ocean. And we did it. So it was pretty cool.
Who was there?
We had French Montana perform, Bobby Shmurda, Slim Jimmy from Ray Shremmerd, and a dozen or so electronic acts. So it was great.
Was the key to it like scaling it down a little bit and making it more realistic, or how did you pull it off?
100%. I moved there for like 3 months and said I'm not leaving the island until we do this.
Right.
And somehow it happened, but it was a lot smaller. It was 400 guests. So
and how does
scale it down?
How do you convince that like French Montana and Bobby Shmurda that like I swear it's going to work this time?
Hey guys, get in the airplane, please.
I guess the benefit for you, right, is that like it's either going to be and I say this with all due respect, like the success or failure is going to be spectacular. So for a performer, there is a benefit either way, right? Like people are going to hear about it.
I think it puts you in the news cycle, right?
Right.
So
right.
So they're probably hoping it failed so they can get more shows, but sorry.
Yeah, that's true. The streamers were hoping that it failed.
For sure.
Yeah.
So the connection came, Billy, didn't it? So the gentleman who did your documentary also did our documentary as well, How to Build a $1 Billion Brand, that's actually on Amazon Prime right now, and also did our TV show. So he said, you guys have got to connect and get together.
Interesting. Yep. And was there any sort of for you running this $1 billion business? Was there any sort of, I don't know, you hear stories about this Billy McFarland, he's a wild card, this didn't work out, this did work out, but that didn't work out, and then the jail thing and everything. Like, how do we trust that this is going to be legit?
Well, Sam, it's all down to relationships. I trusted this guy. He spent,
the guy that connected you, or Billy?
The guy that connected us, Nathan, who traveled around the world with us for a couple of years doing the documentary and then the TV show. And he said, Billy's a really good guy. What people say about him in the media is not true. Mm-hmm. Meet him, get together. I'm sure there's a few opportunities that you guys could work on together. So that's why we're here.
Wow. And it was a meeting, and he won you over.
Straight away.
And you
look at them eyes.
I need the Naked Diablo tequila to fuel the jet ski run. So it's the only juice that's going to work.
Okay, so
to let me do that.
Talk to me about the jet ski run now.
So we're going to be jet skiing, and we, meaning not Rob. Rob is too smart for this, but
you got a business to run.
I ain't going. No way.
Is that part of the relationship? You realize like Billy is like this master of hype, and getting attention, getting eyeballs on where we want eyeballs.
Absolutely.
Right.
No question.
And I would say long jet ski rides.
Yeah. So jet skiing from Honduras to Venezuela.
How far is that?
Approximately 1,400 miles in the ocean. So
how long is that going to take?
We're thinking 17 days, but the threats of pirates and narcos are very real. So we'll see if we make it.
I mean, do pirates take jet skis?
I think they'd take people from America.
Yeah, no, that's especially like people with a profile. That's
Exactly.
not that. You're going to be riding the jet ski?
Yeah, I'm like, guys, the U.S. doesn't want me, so it's not worth your time. They'd be like, take them.
Wouldn't that be great?
You could have them.
If they looked for ransom and it's just like, nah,
we're fine.
we're fine on that. So, what's the purpose of? So you think 17 days just jet skiing all day?
Stopping at little beachside hotels along the way, doing a live stream, just meeting different people at these beachside countries and hotels.
And how many hours of jet skiing per day are you factoring in?
7 or 8, if I can do it.
Wow. You bring you can't snack on a jet ski.
I have a boat behind me, so don't tell anybody.
I mean, it's probably smart to have a boat behind you just to make sure you don't fall off the jet ski.
I know. I hope they have big guns on it to scare everybody away.
Security as well.
Yeah, security would be helpful. Now, I mean, do you love jet skiing?
I love jet skiing.
Right.
And I want to go to Venezuela and do the first Freedom concert in Venezuela. So that's the goal.
You do?
Yeah. So land in Margarita Island, which is part of Venezuela.
Okay.
And do a little Freedom concert.
And you want to do that like soon?
Yeah.
The Freedom concert itself?
This spring. Yeah. Get there, do it quickly, and just like get out.
Well, that's okay. I think we need to put more thoughts into these ideas, Billy, if we've learned anything.
Yeah.
What are you thinking for the Freedom concert?
Something small, just to celebrate change of administration, celebrate freedom with the people.
Yeah. Have you started talking to artists at all about it?
We have. It's mostly Venezuelan acts, and
sure.
Yeah, we'll try to bring in an American act. The whole visa situation isn't easy, so
yeah,
we have to navigate that.
I would imagine. What do you? What's the longest jet ski ride
ever done?
No, that you've done.
Oh, not that far.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, just spending a lot of time on a jet ski. Like, jet skis are great for, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's a little bit arduous.
Definitely be sore.
Yeah. You know, I mean, but you haven't done anything lengthy on a jet ski before.
Maybe 150 miles, but,
Yeah, this is 10 times.
This is 10 times.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing, you know?
Yeah.
So how has life been for you, Billy, these days? I feel like there's, like, so much time. I mean, here's the thing that I find very interesting is that, like, so much nowadays is like, I mean, I guess it's not that different from alcohol brands where, like, there are alcohol brands that will pop up, be successful, and then just be gone, disappear. And there's a big difference between one like yours, Naked Diablo, that will stick around.
Absolutely.
And be something that is, like, in tequila, that's a name. You know what I mean? You trust that name. But at the same time, like, the news cycle moves so quickly. And, like, stuff that people will be obsessed with for a weekend or for a week or even for 2 weeks. By the end of the year, you forget it's ever happened. But your story
Very
and
true.
Firefest has been like a cultural pinpoint on a map since it happened. And it really, I mean, it hasn't gone anywhere. What's life like now with that as a reflection, but still kind of something that defines you?
Great question. I think it's hard for people to want to be publicly, front and center alongside me.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the work I've had to do over the past few years.
Well, look at that.
Thank you.
A physical embrace from Rob Fitzpatrick.
We're good.
I think a lot of the...
That is, by the way, that's big of Rob.
It is
because you're not wrong. Like, the idea of a legitimate business owner. And this is when I first heard about this project, I was like, oh, is this one of these fly-by-night, like, alcohol brands just trying to get, and it's like, no, it's a real deal thing. So for somebody to actually get behind you like this and to be public about it is a big deal.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
to go back to the question.
Yeah, so most of the work has been behind the scenes, right? And I help big brands do marketing, create moments. I've helped presidential campaigns. I've helped,
really
different regions around the world promote tourism. So I've done a lot, but it's been weird not being able to share a lot of that work.
Oh, do you like, is it like, look, we like how your brain works, but we don't want to tell people.
And if they don't say it directly, they, have someone else say it.
Right.
Correct. So I think the December event, while it was small, it
Yeah.
at least proved like the intention behind the festival was good. So that seems to have changed the approach a little bit, where brands are now being like, okay, we get it, and like we're willing to take a little bit more of a chance. So trying to hit the ground running this year.
And then hopefully this becomes a success. And can you imagine the comeback arc that you would have?
I hope so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's like, yeah, this is how it started, this is where it ended, that would be insane. I mean, do you feel like it's just the way your brain works? Has there ever been a time where you're like, I got to stop with these big ideas and just go like just try to live a normal existence for a while.
Yeah, I think the success in life is just about the size of the problem that you try to solve, right?
Yeah.
Like we all have a skill set or an asset, and we could apply it to something really small, and then our ceiling of success is low, or we can apply it to something big, and our ceiling of success is a lot higher. So I think like why spend the same time and effort to attack a small problem when we can take the same abilities or inabilities, whatever, to attack a much larger problem?
Do you now have a better idea of what is something that is actually tackleable versus something that is destined to fail? Or do you still feel like I'm going in guns blazing?
It's probably the recognition of time.
Yeah.
And pre-Fire Festival, particularly in the weeks and months leading up to Fire Festival, we were living by the hour. It's like I'd wake up, I need $3 million by 2 p.m. to pay a vendor before I get fucked, right? And I was like doing that every day for months. I think now understanding that that's not practical, and like, while we might want it all right now, you know, maybe it takes a couple of days.
But there's got to be such a high that goes along with that. Like the ability to be like, I'm the guy that's going to find $3 million by 2 p.m. That has to be, I mean, almost a drug in and of itself that is hard to knock out of your system.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. It's so intoxicating to like solve a problem that people don't think is possible, right? And like, getting addicted to that rush.
Yeah.
One of the mental challenges has been like, how do I, get my kicks without having to wake up every day with like with a $3 million problem? So it's part of the process.
Do you feel like that applies to the business that you're in as well? That like there has to be a certain amount of discipline, even though you want it all right now?
Yeah, absolutely. And, great question, Sam. One of the things that we did to stand out from everyone else, we looked at TV and media, we looked at, obviously, celebrity collaboration and influencers. And one of the things we came up with, let's do a docuseries called How to Build a $1 Billion Brand. That followed me around the world, Bahamas, Miami, Dubai, London, Mykonos, Santorini, stuff like that. But in the process of that, one of the networks reached out to us and said, would you be interested in doing a TV show? We completely dismissed it offhand because we're a very private family, obviously, or was.
I would say, obviously. I'm like, I don't know if you see what's on Tubi, but...
Yeah. So, all this docu-series, and the reason for a docu-series was create awareness, create followers, generate sales, generate distribution interest, increase the asset value of the company. That was the plan, and always is the plan when you have a family office. So all this docu-series became a documentary when we decided to do a reality TV show. And that documentary, How to Win a $1 Billion Brand, How to Create a $1 Billion Brand, that's on Amazon, actually won awards all over the world. Cannes Film Festival, London, New York, Paris, Rome, Miami, Hollywood. A lot of people found it very educational, very aspirational as well. So, that's kind of moved the needle. And the TV show behind it, Forbes.com, wrote a great article in terms of great brand building, for doing something that no one else did before. So, like you said, Sam, we're on Tubi. It's blown up.
Yeah.
We're a featured show. We've done a deal with Apple TV, Amazon, a few other networks as well. So we're very, very excited. Didn't quite realize this sort of, awareness that it would create.
Sure.
And obviously being on a great show like yourselves, it's only going to increase that even more so.
Do you, are you aware, or have you not gotten to the point yet where I feel like a lot of these shows, the danger becomes, like you said, the point of the show is to sell tequila ultimately, right? But like, I find that with a lot of people, they get a taste of that fame. And Billy, I'm sure you can talk about it too. You get a taste of the fame and you forget that the point of this show was the business is tequila. That's what we're trying to do. And there are a lot of people that will forget that and go, no, forget about tequila. I'm going to be a star now.
Absolutely not.
You don't think that'll be a difficult line for you?
We're all about build it, scale it, sell it. Or what we might do is list it so we still keep operation control, take money off the table, and really grow the brand.
What about this idea that, like, I think it's so interesting because it is a family business. But what I find fascinating about family businesses, especially as they scale and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, is that when it comes time to leave the business to the kids, like that show Succession is on the money.
Unbelievable.
These guys don't want to leave their company to their kids. Something happens, it gets real complicated. As you start getting closer to that time to do it, these company owners go like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not doing it. I'm going to get buried with the company.
Sam, trust me when I say this, I'm ready to parachute out at any moment.
You're ready to
That's
go.
all of, Billy knows this as well. I'm just right to hand this over to the kids. The it's a funny story. So, how we got into the tequila space purely by accident, 20 plus years on bars, restaurants and clubs in the UK. And we were actually expanding one of our restaurants to a 700-seat capacity Mexican restaurant called El Diablo Tequila in Tacubaya.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my oldest son, Lee, who's the co-founder, and he said, Dad, let's start our own tequila brand. And I completely, Sam, dismissed it offhand because my recollection and experience of tequila was waking up the next day feeling very, very horrible, rough, sick and all that sort of stuff. So I completely dismissed it offhand. Where he was very, very smart, he handed it over to our marketing guys who came back and said, this thing is blowing up. This thing at some point will take over the vodka space for being the #1 alcohol segment on the planet. So that piqued my interest.
Sure.
Then they also said, look at the celebrities spending millions of dollars, if not tens of millions of dollars, to buy into this craze. George Clooney made $1 billion. So again, that's
Rock's doing incredibly well. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So that was me. I'm all in. But they said, Rob, what you've got to do is position yourself 2 main areas: premium. I like the sound of that from the experience in the past, and create flavors, because the tequila space will create a lot of flavors, just like the gin, the vodka, the whiskey, and the rum. So what we wanted to do to be completely different from everyone else, we came out with 8 expressions. People go, what? 8 expressions? So the Blanco, Reposado, Añejo, Extra Añejo, created flavors as well. And the sort of flavors, there was a science behind it, Sam. So we created a coffee. Why coffee?
Right.
It's the second most drank beverage in the world after tea. A lot of tequila drinkers, a lot of coffee drinkers, put them together. You got a marriage made in heaven.
Right. Sometimes you need coffee the next morning too.
Absolutely,
to get past what tequila did.
But everyone's heard of Café Patron, but that was a liqueur, 24% alcohol volume. All of our tequilas are 40%, so you can sip them neat on the rocks. Incredible with obviously cocktails, espresso martinis. Next one was decided to go with a cinnamon. Why cinnamon? Fireball controls 54% of the whiskey flavored market, so let's not be too smart. Let's create a cinnamon that could have the same sort of success of a Fireball. Next one, vanilla. Why vanilla? #1 ice cream flavor in the world.
Right.
Versatile, great in cocktails, all that sort of stuff. So that was that. And then we were actually told that there's a growing market, believe it or not, for stronger tequila. So we created a 55% proof Blanco. That everything that we do, Sam, there's like a marketing twist and there's a thought through process. We created a red liquid in conjunction with the TTB, which made it a natural red color that we use carmine color, which looks sensational. And then obviously, how do you stand out in a highly competitive marketplace? Hence, we decided to go and do the docu-series and then the TV show.
The TV show.
Yeah.
And then, Billy, are you a part of the TV show? Are you helping make the TV show? Are you a part of the overall brand, just a promotional guy? How do you...
So we're signed to the same production company. We filmed the sequel to the Fire documentary that I've never seen, but and don't want to watch.
Wait, the sequel to which Fire documentary?
You've seen Rob's seen it. I guess the initial Fire documentary.
The one from Hulu or the one from Netflix?
I don't even know at this point.
The one that you were on or the one that you weren't on?
It's all bad.
Okay.
It's all bad. So we filmed the sequel to the all bad, and hopefully the sequel is only some bad, right?
Right. Somewhat good is all we need.
Exactly.
Right now. Yeah.
We expect that to stream sometime this summer.
Do we know where yet?
I don't know where yet.
Yeah.
So the production company that produced that also produced Rob's show. So we're just co-promoting our shows.
I love that, by the way. And that is so funny that you don't know for sure which even doc it was. Because, like, the fact that those two... I've never seen anything like it before. Like, you would think that it would cannibalize the market, right? That, like, Hulu and Netflix are both going to drop these Fire Festival docs. And instead, it just made both bigger. Because on the one, you were on it. And on the other... it was your guy that was willing to blow people for water. By the way, did you know that dude was willing to do that for your festival before the doc?
I learned about this alleged incident from a prison guard.
Really?
Who comes up to me and goes, "Yo, McFarland, did you pay some guy to blow a customs officer for water?" I'm like, dude, what? Like, this is what you're trying to set me up for? Like I thought he had some grand scheme to get me in trouble. And I'm like looking at him like he's crazy. He's like, "No, you can tell me, McFarland." I'm like, dude, I have no idea what we're talking about.
So you didn't even know that he had said that he was willing to blow the customs guy until you were in prison.
In jail, and some guards like questioning me. I'm like, dude, I really have no idea what you're talking about.
What an odd life.
Crazy, right?
For you to be like, everybody's talking about me right now, and I'm locked up. And the prison guard is letting me know like what the narrative is. Going on outside.
Questioning me. I'm sure he's recording the conversation too, like trying to get his gold stripe on his jacket.
Well,
like, we got McFarland.
When he said that in the doc, or when you found out that he said that, are you like, I knew this dude was loyal, but I got to get him on everything that I'm doing. This guy he'll do anything for me.
It was so weird. I was at dinner with my girlfriend the day he interviewed for the documentary, and he texted me. He's like, "Oh, the interview went great. Like, let me come and see you." So he came with the producer to meet me at dinner, to convince me to interview. He's like, "Oh, it was awesome. It was so good." And they're like slapping my back and like dapping me up. And then I guess he's like crying on camera saying I told him to blow some guy. So entertainment's a weird business, man.
Entertainment is a weird business. What was it? I mean, it's kind of an odd and broad question, but are you the type that, were you able to figure out how you could do okay in prison, or was it not a match? I mean, not that it's a match for anybody, you know what I mean? But like that life, it's a different type of lifestyle. And there are people who go, you know what, I figured out what the day-to-day was, and I figured out how to get by in there.
For sure. So I think the biggest thing is like most of federal prisoner people are in there for drug crimes. And if someone's a drug dealer in New York City or Detroit and they go to jail, like they're not going to stop being a drug dealer. Right. So like most of the day-to-day was based around dealing drugs. So if you're not like a drug dealer or not a drug user, you're pretty much out of like 90% of the action at the real places. So you're by default, you're kind of siloed.
So you're just hanging.
You're just kind of out of the way.
I'm
right?
just waiting until the time passes and I can leave.
You spend enough money on like stupid shit, right? And people view you more as an asset than a liability. And they leave you alone. So
did you have a level of fame?
I mean, a little bit. People watch a lot of daytime TV.
Sure.
So all the shows that hopefully that we don't have time to watch now, they all watched in there. So
and then how does that translate when people know who you are? There's a celebrity in jail or whatever.
Good question. I think like was interesting. Almost like the gang leaders were nicer because they probably viewed it as an opportunity, right? They're like, oh, like this guy might know someone who I don't know, and that could help me in a few years.
Sure.
And like the lower people on the totem pole are more assholes about it. So it's kind of like this interesting dichotomy.
Because your stock raises.
Exactly.
And they're like, I've been working so hard to get any kind of attention.
Exactly.
And I would think too, I mean, like, that's the thing about any level of celebrity is that like people love it. People are intoxicated by any sort of like fame. And I wouldn't think that would not carry over to jail.
It's all just people too, right? So it's
exactly.
It's no different from, going to the bodega, like down in the corner. It's the same guys, like me included, right? Like we're all there together. So it's a different circumstance.
When you get out and you're like, okay, how do you kind of get used to real life again? Or were you not in long enough that you ever kind of felt a sense of permanence?
It's pretty weird. My family gave me $200 and like a shitty Timberland wallet and an iPhone and said, go get them. That's all.
That's it.
And, like dropped me off in the halfway house in Brooklyn, New York, and then like went to get lunch and like the prices were like 3x after COVID. So I'm like, this
everything's
this lasted about 45 minutes. So back at it, I guess. I think I had like a vision that I would come out and like get on my phone and the whole world would be receptive to the opportunities, and it couldn't be further from the case. Got on the phone, made 200 phone calls, and like maybe 4 or 5 people picked up. So it was like this harsh reality where I'm in this penalty box, and it's going to be hard for people to find someone who wants to play with a guy in the penalty box.
Yeah. What I mean, how does life with that kind of a stigma? And you probably, because you said you were in jail when the docs came out.
Yes, correct.
So you had no real idea of how big those were culturally.
Correct.
Right. I mean, a prison guard's talking to you about it, but like. The day-to-day, like I'll tell you from doing a radio show, it was like, it's all anybody's talking about. You know what I mean? Like you have to, breaking down scene by scene and everything. So you don't realize when you get out that like everybody's been talking about you.
It was a blessing and a curse, and I feel bad for a lot of guys who don't have the opportunity. Like I had the media opportunity, and I'm not being paid right now, but I got paid for tons of podcasts and radio spots and things like that, right? So if I didn't have that, I think assimilating back to life would have been really, really difficult. And I see why so many people like go back, right? It's just really hard to have an opportunity after. And if I didn't get paid to do podcasts 5 times a week for the first couple of years, life would have been really difficult.
Is there anything that you look at or see kind of developing, or these ideas that you see developing, and you go, that was one of mine. Like, for example, when the NFT craze was going on, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is it," and I'm like, "What? I don't think this is it." And they were like, "You don't understand. If you get an NFT, it's going to come with all these privileges, and you're going to get invited to these parties, and you're going." I'm like, that sounds exactly like Billy's idea with the cards that he was putting out. It sounds like the exact same thing, and you guys all said that
we
did
it better. We had
a card.
We had a real business.
But you hear stuff like that, and you're like, this is just like a loop. This is just recycling the stuff that you all said that I was a fool for doing.
A little bit. I think the NFT thing was certainly weird, right? Like,
yeah.
I had a black card company called Magnesis for many years in New York City pre-fire. I think a lot of the themes were similar. I think we did it better than the new guys. Just a weird cycle, man. I think like went through a whole period where when I wasn't there to defend myself, it was like this whole idea where like, hey, like Billy isn't even capable of like, serving ice cream or like, doing this, right? Because it's like anything that I could have done just became so diminished. And it just like felt like this weird uphill battle where it's like, hey, I'm not like completely challenged, right? Like I have a lot of flaws and a lot of issues, but I still have some abilities, and like we'll see where those land, but it's kind of a weird process.
And so now it is like you were saying, like it's like helping people without it being public so that they don't have to deal with that, but hopefully within their network they're telling their friends, actually, Billy helped me with this, Billy helped me with that, and that's kind of how you're kind of getting by.
Yeah, exactly. The best goal is someone's like, hey, like they're with their buddies at dinner, like you can never guess, like Billy did this campaign for us, and here's why it actually worked. So I think that's been the goal for the past couple of years.
I don't know how much of it you could talk about legally. I don't know. Maybe everything. I have no idea. But were you really trying to sell tickets to the Met Gala?
Not really. It's such a weird thing. I think the Fire Festival, the guilt was so black and white. Like what I did wrong was 100% wrong, deserved to go to jail, and there's like no way around it.
Yeah.
I think the next thing was the biggest crime there was like not putting myself in timeout when I was on bail, right? Like I think trying to do anything at that point was the bigger issue, and it was more of a gray area, getting over my skis, but the same intent wasn't really there. So that's like a weird thing for me to internalize.
What do you mean with it when you say the same intent?
I think the Fire Festival, I clearly lied to investors to get the money. So it's like very...
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Now you're trying in earnest here.
Trying in earnest. And like, I shouldn't have been doing it. And I probably just didn't have everything I thought I was going to have. And I was on bail and no one would touch me. It was like a shitty situation.
Sure.
I think it was more of like a stupid thing rather than a fraudulent thing.
Gotcha. Did you saying fraudulent just reminds me, I mean, there's so many moments that I don't even know if, I mean, I'm sure now you realize how big they were. Did you know how quotable it had become when Ja Rule said, fraud no, false advertising maybe?
I saw he tweeted that. I don't know.
I mean, dude, you don't understand how many times that quote has been said over and over and over again.
So Rob just did Tony Yayo and Uncle Murderous podcast on Monday, and they had
that's great.
they had the plane incident with Ja Rule a few weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it.
I did see that. We enjoyed that very much.
So I don't know why they didn't get any punches landed. So maybe next time.
Yeah, we enjoyed that very much. Did you have a good time with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder?
Good guys.
You loved that?
Yeah. First podcast that I ever did.
Wow.
Really enjoyed it. The problem was, Sam,
the deep end.
That Tony would not stop drinking our Naked Diablo. I said, I'm here for a few days, and letting people try it.
Yeah.
And he just kept drinking, and we have that on film, don't we?
He just wouldn't stop?
He just wouldn't stop.
Just drinking you out of house and home?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean,
but good guys,
it might shift the direction of the interview, but ultimately good for the product.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's a good endorsement.
Yeah, he tend to drink more of it after the interview than during the interview.
That's good.
Yeah.
So he loved it. That was good.
Were you surprised at the amount of people that you thought were kind of all in this together doing this when things started to fall apart, that were like, I don't know, dude, that's Billy over there. That's like, it kind of felt like...
I tell this to all my friends, before things went wrong, if you told me to name the 5 people that would stick by me through anything, I would have gotten them all wrong. And the ones who actually were there, I never would have guessed.
Wow.
I think the people I gave the most to, who can't really argue they're victims, they were the first to leave. And I think they were probably the ones who were there for the quick buck, the quick attention, the good time. And people who actually, some of the people who actually like lost the most financially, mentally, morally, etc., they're the ones who've been the most understanding. So that's kind of been like a weird, trying to understand this for the past 7 or 8 years.
Did it teach you a lot about humans as you like go on and interact with more people and do more things?
For sure. I think just to simplify it, like your behavior attracts people who have similar behaviors, right? So for the 2 or 3 months before Fire, I was looking for the quick buck, for the quick fame, for the quick attention. And then I was attracting, whether it's employees, investors, partners, I was attracting other people who wanted those same things.
Totally.
And yeah, so that was, the behavior started with me, but it was really interesting to see how the people who I knew 5 years before who invested $5, $6, $7 million, they're the ones like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, you'll make it up to us. And like the ones that came in at the end were like, fuck you. Like,
wow.
So it was super, super interesting.
You thought Ja Rule was your friend, huh?
Oh, for sure.
That's a bummer.
I love how he says now that he was an investor. He was not an investor. He made a lot of money. So
he did.
Yeah, of course. he had no money to invest, and he was paid heavily.
That would make sense. I mean, I can't imagine you'd be a front-facing person for it if you were not paid heavily for it.
Understood.
Yeah. That's yeah. I mean, it's really. Did it feel when you said you were able to pull it off at a smaller scale? Did it at least feel like? Oh, did it feel like you were closing that chapter in the sense that like I don't have to scratch that itch?
I just needed the monkey off my back, right? And
yeah.
really wanted to prove we could do it and find a location that would let us do it. It was like a whole bunch of issues this time that we didn't have the first time, but just proving the intentions were good and giving people a good time.
It's very ironic that the whole thing starts with like you're kind of. I mean, fairly, in hindsight, still brilliant social media campaign where everybody's posting the orange boxes and everything. And then the whole thing falls apart with social media because everybody's passing cheese sandwich photos around.
Yep.
Did you see the cheese?
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter gotcha. Did you see the cheese sandwiches in person and know it would be a problem? Or was it seeing the cheese sandwiches on the internet that made you go, oh, we're fucked?
I saw the cheese sandwich for the first time in jail. I was moved to a new prison. Everybody got hamburgers. I opened up my tray and I have a cheese sandwich.
Are you serious?
So that was the first time I saw it.
That's unbelievable.
It was not. I was not happy.
Do you feel like the food was better in prison or at original Firefest?
Prison, I'm guessing.
I had a cellmate in prison who stole a clothes iron, and he'd make us quesadillas every day with the iron.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job.
So prison, then.
Yeah,
prison wins that one out.
Prison
Yeah. I mean, you had to, at some point, get on that island and look at those FEMA tents and go, this is good. Like, Monday's gonna hurt. Monday's gonna be bad, dude.
The tents weren't that bad.
You don't think the tents are that bad?
We paid $1 million for those tents.
Are you serious? Oh my God! So you spent $1 million. $1
million on the tents, and then if you add the carpets, I went on Amazon and bought like mattresses off Amazon because I didn't know where to buy mattresses.
Not even wholesale.
Not even wholesale.
Just like,
if you add all that up, it's a way more than that.
How many mattresses did you buy on Amazon?
I think there were 800 tents and average of like 2 per tent, so 1,600.
So you're just sitting there clicking up on Amazon on like a credit card,
calling the bank, being like, "I need a bigger limit."
Oh my God! And you're just a good thing we got Prime because it'll come tomorrow. The 1,600 mattresses will come tomorrow. Does that? It's so funny because I think it's on one end there are a lot of people that aren't going to have sympathy, which is fine too. But I do think there is something. I don't know if it's irony. I find it humorous as somebody who is not involved in it whatsoever. But the idea that you do spend millions trying to be like, okay, we're going to solve this problem this way. And what you spent the millions on is the image of exactly why this was what it was.
And like literally sitting there with my Chase card, like calling the bank, being like, I need more money. I'm on Amazon, like not having the knowledge to like try to go buy them wholesale.
Right, you're just or have a buyer buy them wholesale.
Have a buyer shipping them to some warehouse in Fort Lauderdale that I rented to put them on a boat, which cost another $100,000. Right? Like it was
get a mattress sponsor,
like, of course. In hindsight,
Sealy to slap their logo on it.
I mean, now there's like 100 mattress in a box companies, right? We were pre them, so that
they could have just parachuted them in, like just dropping Casper mattresses
Fire
from the
Festival
sky.
4, where
you know what?
You skydive in with your mattress on your back.
I probably shouldn't be giving you all these ideas.
I mean, it's actually really good. I'm inspired.
So, like, how do you slow it down? How do you slow down that mental process? Because obviously that's what it is, right? Your brain moves quick and big. How do you slow it down so you can properly be an asset to a Naked Diablo or to a company like that that's like, no, we're not a fly by the seat of your pants, make $19 million right now company. We're a real We're a real
I
company.
think the speed came from getting in financial holes where it's like, oh shit, now I need to buy 1,000 mattresses, right? Or whatever it is. Now I need $1 million to go buy these mattresses. So like, let's act fast to get that $1 million.
Yeah.
Or now I just chartered 2 737s to fly everybody there and painted a girl in a bikini on the side of the plane. And I need $2 million to pay the guy, or else he's gonna fuck me. So it's like, I think just like kept getting myself into ridiculous holes.
Yeah.
And it's just pushing those timelines back is the trick.
Do you think there's a thing? I think Steve Jobs might have been somebody that did this, that implanted this idea into a lot of people's heads. That like Steve Jobs was notoriously this guy who goes, just because you say it can't be done doesn't mean it can't be done, and I'm the guy that could get it done. Luckily for Steve Jobs, he happened to be right. He had a multi-billion-dollar corporation with him. But I think there's a lot of people that adopt that, and I think it's part of what was going on back then, even more so than now, that sort of grind, psychology where it's like hustle, grind, hustle, you can do the impossible, just work harder, just be better. Do you think that like people, or have you maybe gotten better about understanding what limitations are, and it's okay to be good at some stuff and not think like, well, I'm Billy, I can do the impossible. I can do it all.
Well, Sam, that's a great point you mentioned about Steve Jobs. But even Steve Jobs went through a period of what was deemed massive failure.
Yes.
He got kicked off the board of, as we know, Apple.
And then he drops the next computer, and that was a failure too.
Yeah.
while he was gone.
So it's not always sunshine and roses, is it?
Even when you look at the way Steve went out, like he was too stubborn to get the operation, to take medicine, to do, and he realized that very, very far too late in life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you've learned about limitations?
Yeah, I think like every big failure, big win comes down to a couple of decisions. Like, right, it's like a basketball game. If you make or miss the last second shot, that makes everything happen before it irrelevant. So
that's right.
It's like I think it comes down to 2 or 3 moments, and I made 2 or 3 really bad decisions in like the last couple of hours, and that could have changed the outcome in either direction. So it comes down to those clutch moments, and I think like life, sports, business, all do.
Do you also? I feel like a successful company